Some websites.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. I am your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. My name is Jared. It's so great to be back. Ive's got it, resubscribing at Tier 1 for 29 months. Welcome back, Forgers. Thank you, Ive's got it. Thank you for the Pikachu's best moderator on Twitch. Thank you so much for being here. It's glorious. Woo! So welcome all. Welcome all. It's nice to be back. We are back with our main characters tonight for a fun little adventure. This adventure is non-canonical, so it will be more free reign and kind of wacky, and I'm sure you will all have a good time doing it, because I thought about what you like to do, and I said, all right, I'm going to give it to them. So
boy.
We'll see what happens.
I feel like that's dangerous.
Yeah,
You
famous
think?
last words.
Be careful what you wish for. Indeed.
Wait. A happy ending. A happy ending.
That depends entirely on you. But as you may notice, we are down a Mike this evening. Mike is currently enjoying a vacation with his wife in Italy, so I hope they are having fun and good times there. Defect will be shadowy and indistinct for the time being, and it'll be fine. It'll be great. Don't worry about it. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
We just dumped him in the river. It's fine.
It's fine. But let us go around and somebody roll me a d20 if you'd be so kind to start off the evening with.
I'll do it because I've been gone for so long.
Yes, an inauspicious dice roll of sure.
You stop
9.
that.
9. Oh, okay. This will be fun. Everybody, please introduce yourself. Introduce your character, because it's been a while, and let us know what is the most shameful thing that has ever happened to your character. What brings your character the most shame? What are you shamefaced about? What are you red-faced? What makes you embarrassed when you think about it in your soul? And now that you've had that opportunity to think about it, some of your characters are less shameful than others, I'll say that. But I think we're going to have to start at the top of the stack with Amber. Amber, hello.
Hello, I am Amber. I play Greg, the Goblin Artificer.
I've missed it.
I know, right? Shame, huh? I don't know, is that when, like, you did a good job, but then you didn't do a good job?
Could be.
Yeah. So maybe it's that one time that I cast that spell, and instead of working, it blew up. Which was actually kind of cool. But it did blow up and then cost all of us a whole bunch of money when I was a kid. I don't know. I think it's just when I do that. When I do things and my idea doesn't work the way that other people want it to, but I think it's okay.
Fair
I
enough.
was about to say a lot of our explosions that we've been causing have been pretty useful.
Right?
It's true.
You're not wrong.
Blow shit up.
Well, moving on down the line, we've got Sarah back with us.
Oh,
Back with us.
hey. I am Sarah, and I am playing, I believe, Olive, the half-orc moon druid. Wow. And it's good to be back. It's been a hot second. Missed y'all terribly. I think Olive is probably most ashamed of what happened to her town when she was off trying to find these yahoos in that city I've forgotten the name of that we went to a very long time ago.
You found them in Red Sand.
That's the one. So while I was off in Red Sand, what happened to my town what happened to Southbrook while they were gone?
Gotcha. Yeah, that's legit.
Because she should have been there. Not that she could have done anything about it, but she should have been there.
Got it. Makes sense. And moving on down the line, we have Tanner. Welcome back, Tanner, and congratulations on doing so well on your exams recently.
Thank you. Thank you.
Someone's an A+ student.
Be proud. Not quite A+. We dragged them way up, though. But I'm Tanner. I am playing Nereus the Tabaxi Paladin. Just
What?
the Azamar Sorcerer. I don't know. It's been so long.
Who are we?
Who
What
am
are
I?
we
Who
doing?
am I?
Who is
Why
what?
are we here?
I probably almost identified all of us as barbarians, so. I was like,
Listen, I'll hit things with an axe. It's so much simpler. I'm playing Nereus the Azamar Sorcerer in Shameful. I would say probably Nereus's first true shame was when he closed that Fire Realm portal with Defect behind them.
oh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad you had something
Yeah.
to actually remember.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. No,
That-
I
that was
felt
a moment.
so bad.
It was one of those moments where like it's happening and I can see it happening and I'm like, he's forgotten the defects in there. Ah. And then
It'll be
I
great.
mean,
What are you gonna do?
I
and
think
then
also maybe
I checked and
assumed
you
that
said
there would
yep
be like
and whoop. It
I
was
think
it was
maybe I
perfect
also
D&D
assumed that
though.
there'd be like one more round. Like it would close like next round or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, shame.
It was
knows?
perfect D&D though. I loved it. It was so great.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not the least, we have with us Matt.
Yo, I'm Matt, and I am once again playing Spoot, the Turtle Cleric. And I think Spoot's most shameful moments were when Craig found out his diary entries. I'm just kidding.
This one time at band camp.
When any party member died while on my watch.
Okay.
You're
okay.
so good.
I have to switch back out of the asshole mindset. It was my last character.
The religious character has all the shame in the world. Who knew?
It's
Shocking.
such a shame.
Wild.
Carrying a lot of burdens.
Well, wonderful. And I am Jared. I'm your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. I play everyone and everything else that is not these 5-player characters. You've only met 4 of them at the moment, but there is a 5th one. And there's some characters that feel much shame, and other non-player characters who feel no shame. And it would take far too long to explain all of them. But that being wound up, let's dive right into last time on Nuuli Forged. Some many months ago, 5 distinct individuals met for a simple mission: find and retrieve an object and bring it to a town known as Red Sand. Those 5 individuals were known as Adis, Defect, Grig, Spoot, and Carolee. They succeeded,
Carolee.
and along the way became allies and eventually friends. They went into the deep deserts to stop a vicious dragon and save some kobolds, and during which time Carolee lost her life and became the first tragic death that the party experienced. Shortly thereafter, the party was sought out by a half-orc druid named Olive, who asked them to help her save her town, which they did, and along the way they succeeded in saving the town but made a dreadful enemy in the form of Oligar Greyclaw, a powerful Goliath who was a leader of a criminal organization known as the Red Crows. They tracked him all the way to the city of Fay Harbor, and there battled him and ran him out of town, and eventually took over the manse that he had abandoned. Further along in their adventures, Adis searched for his people, recovered his time-displaced husband, and eventually retired from the group to seek his people. While venturing in the far eastern part of the continent of Johanna, the party stumbled across a strange human-looking individual with all these moving tattoos named Nereus, who joined up with them as they battled the Cinder Folk and Zinniandu the Ragefire, a red Dracolich in the ever-burning Elms. From there, the party went on a myriad of adventures locating these powerful objects, all while chasing against the forces of Oligar, who they learned had teamed up with some mysterious entity known as the Ibn Shade, and they have learned much, but still have many questions about that entity. and all they really have are vague warnings and dastardly deeds and seeds of vicious plots and horrible potents and omens about what could possibly be going on. And we've become a cat.
Sorry,
I'm not a cat, I promise.
I'm not a cat.
Not yet.
Wow.
I also can see all of you still, so I don't know what my camera did.
But eventually,
Wow.
along their way, the party was able to finally destroy the phylactery of said Dracolich in a town or city known as Winton, which also happens to be Greg's hometown, and where Defect first begins having true memories. Our party has successfully destroyed the Dracolich phylactery of Ziniondu after a very hard-fought battle where many of them almost died again. And after that, they took in a restful evening on the unusually charitable coffers of one Spark Yarrow, the proprietess of the Black Pearl, a very fancy, if not large, establishment here in Winton. And that is where we will pick up. You all awaken and tremble your way down the stairs. And it's weird, like, you feel better, you feel refreshed, having slept off your insane battle against the Dracolich and whatever crazy spectral form came out of the phylactery in a last-ditch effort to attempt to continue life and get back at you all. Very intense times.
To continue unlife.
Yeah, continue on life, you know.
Checks out.
It wanted to keep existing, and y'all got in the way. But good for you. You did it. But this morning, you look around, and you can't help but notice the periphery of your vision is all a little, like, fish-eyed, almost. Like, you can only really focus at the center of your vision. It's strange, but it's once you get used to it, it's not unnerving, but it is a little off-putting at first. When you arrive downstairs, you all gather at a table, and an individual approaches you. And as they come into that more focused view that you have, you see that their halfling form melts away as though an illusion was dropped. And you see a 3-foot-tall, very fanciful-looking individual with kind of a white chest and black feathers down their head and down their shoulders, with big yellow eyebrow feathers and a tiny little orange beak. It looks like a very strange bird. It's like waddling, but it's got some kind of a suit vest on and a very proper fitted top hat. And it walks up to you, or waddles the rest of the way to you and approaches you. Greetings. I understand that you are the Misfits, yes?
To us?
Yes.
Who
Yeah, who
wants
wants
to
to
know?
Well, my name is Benjamin Gwyn. Very nice to meet you. I have been asked to procure your services for a wedding. Isn't that fun? You will be compensated, whatever your day rate is. Perfectly fine, no problem.
Our services for a wedding. What kind of wedding is this?
Oh, only the grandest wedding on this season, to be sure.
I'm sorry. There must be some confusion as to what.
We're not a band.
Yeah.
No, say-
Despite the name,
No, do not worry.
are you sure you want us at a wedding? I would advise you.
I mean, I love
Do not.
parties.
No, the Misfits, you are well known to be... Oh, a duck accent. I don't know if I can do that one. Bad Bool for Hacks has redeemed a duck accent, and I don't know.
Oh no.
For the audience and the players, this thing looks like an emperor penguin.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
From the name, I assumed.
It was a
Yes.
tip-off.
Benjamin Gwynn. Yes, very, very fancy.
It was
Very
top
Yeah,
hat.
what do penguins sound like?
I don't know, and I can't
They
do
sound like
duck
ducks,
noises.
apparently.
Or I guess like this. This is their voice. This is his voice.
Well, but I don't think they sound like ducks, though. We should
No.
ponder this. Let's derail the DM's
Anyway,
narrative right now.
Have you ever seen Happy Feet? They sound normal.
Yes. Either way.
The duck is different.
No,
than
the Misfits. You are very famous at what you do, and so we just want your services. That's all. I know that you might want to downplay it. Don't worry. The wedding is not to worry, but you have been actually sought out purposefully by the bride. The bride, she is a big fan of yours. She loves what you do.
What is that exactly that she loves?
I really don't know. I was just told to acquire you at this location.
Acquire us.
Well, this can go one of two ways.
Olive turns and glares at Nereus.
Both are not.
All right, that'll be 1,000 gold pieces a day.
Very well.
Oh.
If you will sign here,
That Greg.
and
should have asked
from
for
nowhere, this
Per person.
little walking penguin produces a very large scrolled contract written in a very strange script. But you see that at the bottom it says 1,000 gold pieces per day, paid to the Order of the Misfits. Those words are in common, and then it's got a place for all of you to sign.
What is the rest of the contract written in?
What languages do you speak?
Infernal. I'm just kidding.
Actually, it is written in
Linean.
Infernal.
Well,
Oh,
that was a
I
joke.
do know Infernal.
That was my last character.
Well, Nereus, you can read the whole contract, and it's very boring in legalese, and it's like, you will perform contracted services, you will stay until the end of the wedding, until the party is dismissed, blah, 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 blah,
But
blah.
why infernal?
Is there anything about loss of limb life?
Insight check on the
There-
fact that it's
There,
written
there is a general liability waiver involved.
Sounds like a great wedding.
Yeah.
What is
great.
going
I
on?
love it. What kind of food will be served?
I was gonna say, yeah, real talk.
Only the best from all variety of the realms, really.
Interesting.
Do you,
All right, sure, whatever. What could be the worst that can happen?
is there
in yours?
anything in the
Yeah,
contract
exactly, it's a wedding.
that well, but like, is there anything in the contract that spells out what is expected of us? Do you need? Is it for religious purposes? I don't do weddings. I don't know what you heard.
Oh, no. There is already an officiant. Don't worry about it.
Is there an open bar?
Of course. What kind of wedding doesn't have an open bar?
Okay. I nearest signs his name.
Okay.
All right, Nereus, have fun.
All right. So,
I'll be back.
do you all sign?
Olive waits to see if Nereus goes up in a puff of smoke first.
He remains there.
Okay, let's sign it. If Nereus says that the suspiciously infernally written contract is not suspicious, then
My +0 insight is perfect for reading.
If you would
this.
like to make an insight on Benjamin, you are more than welcome to, Spoot.
oh, just for fun, and then I'll sign it.
Okay. Yeah, with a 29 insight, this walking, talking little bird person is not trying to harm you in any way. He's just trying to do his job. He's sincere in his belief that there will be no danger. You will not be harmed. He's trying to make an excellent wedding occur.
All right, Spoot will take a moment to size him up, and then he'll smile and he'll sign it and pass it to Greg. This is where the DM reveals that the DC was 30. Haha!
So you all sign, and he says, "Wonderful! So excited! This will make the bride very happy. Please write this way." And
Who is the bride?
the bride is Punkestra Rocks. Actually, yes.
Oh gosh, that does sound familiar.
Mean anything to any of you?
No.
No.
Well, she's a big fan, and with that, he grasps all of your hands, and you, in a puff of snow and water, you disappear and reappear in a grand wedding venue, and you can see that there are like white suit jacketed like otters walking around, like doing tables. They are obviously the waitstaff. They have little tails and cute little faces, and they're putting together linens and ironing stuff out. Right this way, please, says Benjamin, and he begins to lead you off in one direction. It is a large kind of stone structure. This dimension has been purposefully created by my master. You see, I am the assistant wedding planner to only the most prestigious wedding planner in all the outer planes, Fennicle Fasted. They are utterly top class, only the best. Yes. Now, as I suppose I should explain a few things as he's walking you around the venue. This wedding is, of course, between Gyroscopila, an official from Mechanus, you see, and his true love, Punkestra Rox, sort of a, I suppose the best way to describe her would be a energetic woman from Limbo. It's true love, really. Order and chaos forming true unity together. It's going to be fantastic. And Fennicle, of course, spares no frivolities for any wedding, whatever the brides, grooms, partners, whatever desire. Fennicle makes sure to provide. More just a Fasted, I suppose, is extremely diligent in contracts. Hence the need for you to sign yours, but they fulfill their obligations to the letter. You will be paid promptly upon completion of the contract, which is good.
And
Nereus,
just,
what did you sign us up to do?
I didn't really specify. It did have a standard liability waiver.
Yes.
Loss of life, loss of limb.
Yes, well, you have to cover all the bases, of course. It is the wedding guests are varied, and sometimes some people drink a little too much, or the exceptional could always happen, I suppose. Now, you'll notice that, of course, the freshest fruits and vegetables and flower arrangements straight from the bright gardens of Arcadia itself. As you walk by these brilliant flower displays, which, while very planned, they obviously have an intent behind them, seem also random and organic. It's like they're almost growing wildly, but with purpose. It's a crazy balancing act that's done to perfection. And of course, the most robust meals will be served. The finest cuts of meat from the Beastlands have been imported, and the most decadent desserts from the Nine Hells. No expense has been spared, you understand. But don't worry. All the desserts have been expertly prepared, and there has been no funny business at all. It's in the contracts, and if devils are good at anything, it's following the rules. My employer...
That explains the Infernal.
Oh, well, my employer is an Arcanoloth, so they have a lot of experience dealing with such things. And that is when Benjamin kind of stops, and you see a figure kind of turn around from dealing with a few otters. A much taller figure. The tallest figure you've seen yet, really, because the otters are all maybe about Benjamin's size. This figure is a good 6.5 feet tall, very svelte, orange fur, inside of a very tight, I guess corset almost, but like a corset that goes into like a tie, kind of made of like gold and silver. Wearing a monocle and a bit of a like flowy bit of fabric that goes from like epaulets on the shoulders like down, kind of like Storm in the X-Men, like to something on their wrists. And this individual turns and says, good. Benjamin, I assume these are the Misfits? Oh, yes, Master Fasted. Master Fasted, the Misfits, Master Fennecle Fasted themselves. Greetings. Thank you all for agreeing to terms of service and contract. I do hope that you have a pleasant experience here, and trust me, you will be paid promptly upon completion of the event. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I do have much to attend to. And you see this very large humanoid fox-like figure with like the long muzzle turns back to another otter and begins chittering away in some strange language that sounds a lot like squeaks and blicks.
What? Pleasure to meet you. Okay.
So hang on.
Can I understand
Let me
them?
back this up. You made this entire pocket dimension for this event.
Fennecle kind of turns around and says, "Oh, yes, of course. If one is going to provide the perfect service, it must be suitable for any clientele. I have the abilities to rearrange anything I might need to, whether it is the view, the weather, the material of construction, the design, the layout. It comes in handy when you deal with a myriad of clientele."
Is that a thing that you just know how to do, or is that a thing that someone can learn?
Well, if you've got a few thousand years, I'm sure you could pick it up.
Ah.
And they grin a very long, like, canine grin and show lots of sharp, pointy teeth. Now,
I smile back and show my misshapen teeth.
Olive does a little cantrip that makes her teeth slightly pointier than usual.
Wonderful. Well, if you need
Primal
anything
faculty.
at all, Benjamin is at your disposal, of course. I'm sure you'll want to get to rehearsal. And they leave and go back. Yes, of course, Master. Right this way. As I was saying, the wedding is, of course, welcoming all sorts of guests, you see, including, we have a wedding bird imported directly from the Fey realm, brought by Twigglefox herself, a close personal friend of the bride. Yes.
That sounds amazing.
Yes, it will be released at the culmination of the ceremony, the climax, after which you, of course, will do your thing, and there will be the drinking and the dancing, and I must say, I am very grateful that you have agreed to be here. As I said, you were requested specifically by the bride, who's a big fan, and I just couldn't let her down, nor Fastage, to be honest.
I have two questions. If it's where does the bird go after it's released?
Well, presumably wherever it wants.
Isn't it trapped in this pocket dimension?
Oh, there's lots of little ways out if you need to get out, and if it becomes a real problem, Fennecle can always poof it somewhere, I suppose.
And what is it? So that happens after we do our thing.
Well,
what is
the bird is released and then you do your thing.
Oh, okay. So the bird cues. What thing?
Yes. Well, as you can see, we've arrived at just the location for you to begin your practicing.
Correct.
And you all enter into a large room. It's got like some stairs that lead up to like an elevated area that looks a lot like it's got a couple couches on it, but it's pretty much like a veranda or a stage. And you see all sorts of instruments up there. You see guitars and lutes and banjos and flutes and clarinets and horns and drums, different kinds of drums. There's like a piano or a harpsichord thing. I'm not sure exactly what kind of music metal is, but I'm sure you misfits know your way around these sort of things to make yourselves well known. So,
I thought there was a part. Are we supposed to play these?
well, yes, you are the misfit, are you not? I'm told you have songs such as "Descending Angel" and a variety of things. But
We did specifically say
We're not a band.
we're not a band.
no, I know
do you know
you're a musical group. I know you're more than a band. You're a way of life, according to the bride.
No, our talent is blowing things up,
And
and
stabbing
not
people.
in a crowd
stealing from
pleasing
them.
way.
I mean, I wouldn't limit our talents to just those things that involve killing.
Well,
but
Like,
you mean
we
like
slayed it.
you hype up the crowd, you blow up like
No, like
you
we
are
blew up a
lit.
Draco. No, like we blew up a Draco Lich yesterday.
But
it didn't make a pleasant sound at
kind of
all.
rush-
okay,
rushes some of
sure,
the
but
stuff
but
that
you're
you
also
did.
you're also this band Danzig? Yes? No?
No,
No.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I bet we could make some noise.
our talent is slaying
Metal
creatures, not
makes a
slaying the
lot of
crowd.
sound.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And we
no.
don't dance.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 You don't understand. I only had one thing I had to do today, and you were it. I had to find the misfits, and according to the research, you are the popular misfits. Oh.
Did anyone give you a physical description of these misfits you were
I've
looking
never
for?
heard of these other
Well,
misfits.
most of you
Where are
humanoids.
they? I'd like to
most of
have
you
words with
humanoids
them.
look alike to me, so I'm.
Oh, we all look alike to
Oh,
you.
I see.
I'm sorry. I don't have really good vision unless I'm underwater.
Oh, fair. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's just a thing my people have. It's okay. So.
I mean, some of us are only vaguely humanoid.
Well, you're all just
Right?
kind of tall shapes to me, but that's okay.
We're the same height.
But you all know how to perform musical instruments anyway, right?
Well, there's a bagpipe player in this group, but that's about it.
Bagpipes.
Were you in the mood for bagpipes at the wedding?
Don't be silly, Spoot. Everyone wants bagpipes at their wedding.
I mean, I obviously
That just made my skin crawl.
can't lie.
No. I can't.
Well, why
Uh,
don't you summon a giant scary creature and the crowd can watch us destroy it?
At a wedding? Are you insane? Do you know
Well,
who's
it isn't
going to
all-
be at this
Chaos.
wedding? There are
It's an infernal wedding.
representative. It's not an infernal wedding. In fact, it's the exact opposite of. Well, it's not an exact opposite, but it's not an infernal wedding. It's.
Well, I didn't mean any offense.
It's a wedding between a neutral, lawful entity, or well, a lawful entity, I suppose. Neutrality is kind of implied, I suppose, and a pure chaotic individual. They have fallen in love despite all odds.
That's very romantic, and
Isn't it?
Yes, and I would love to attend the wedding.
Let me tell you, it's been a hell of a time trying to get everything balanced in such a way where both of them are happy about it, and they're well. Limbo doesn't really care that much about what goes on outside of it, or inside of it that much, really. But Mechanist
I mean, I suppose-
has certainly the.
I could conjure you an illusionary band for 10 minutes.
But would they know the hits of the Misfits?
Do you know the hits of the Misfits?
I only remember the one song, Descending Angel, and I only know the title.
If I can listen to it, I can try to memorize it. And then
I'm
you can
sure
get
we-
10
we
minutes
could
worth.
do something, right? I don't know.
Oh,
I know.
Ooh, I can do an illusion that lasts for
Maybe
10
I
days.
have one of
Oh,
Defect's
but
poems written in here, and we could make it music.
Sure, we can write it off as new material.
For
I
people, though.
suppose. I don't think the bride has ever actually seen the band. I think she's only been able to scry on various musical events, so that could work in our favor.
I mean, I'd also need to know what they look like.
Yeah, how are we gonna find that out? Where are they even from?
Not to be rude, but they're from some rinky-dink material sphere.
Is that where you think we were?
Weren't you?
I
mean,
mean,
we kinda
Depends on your
we're
definition of,
in
well,
our
the state of
It's-
things is kind of rinky-dink, but
It's the only one we know, so I guess I don't have anything to
Yeah,
compare
I guess
to.
I haven't really
Yeah.
been to that.
Then,
Well, one time we
suffice it
looked
to
at-
say there are
at the
many.
ethereal.
Yes.
I mean, couldn't you just go to that plane and? I mean, it's not too late. Send us home. Go
well,
find the other.
except my
Oh, yeah, maybe
my
we should
once-a-day interplanar portal is sort of used up.
what spell is it?
What plane are we on anyway?
It's not a spell. It's
A
a
special dimension.
it's an item I have that Fasted has put me in charge of, but it only works once a day for there and back again, and then Fasted would be the one at the end of the evening to return everyone where they need to go.
Well, if you have something that ties us directly to certain planes, I can get us there.
Well, I don't. I just had what we thought were the right coordinates, and apparently they weren't.
Would Fasted have that be
You
able to
Fasted
conjure some
cannot
item?
know about this. No. If they find out about this, I lose my job. This is all I have going for me. I cannot disappoint them. You don't understand.
Okay. Well,
I have
How
been working
much
with
time
I have
do
been
we
working
have?
with them for 112 years. I am this close to moving up to partner. If I screw up on
Sure.
this, I'm done.
oh, okay. Well, I mean, we're good at lying, right?
Great.
Lying, yes. Performing is very different.
In fact, one of our
Sorry,
best
what kind
performers.
of music could possibly be metal? What does that sound like?
I'm told it's very aggressive
Spoots.
and
We
lots
need
of
Spoot starts
guitar.
banging on
Need
his
some
pots.
pieces of metal.
That sounds like it to me.
I'm
I-
good at metal.
Does anyone here
I
actually?
can make things,
I just assumed it's the sound of Defect hitting things with his axe.
right? Exactly. So we just make that sound and a lot of it.
I love it. It's a great idea. Please, please go up on stage and start practicing, please.
Yeah, how long do we
Okay.
have for this practicing thing?
Well, the cocktail hour is scheduled to begin in about an hour and a half.
Oh,
In
Can
this room. So you have, let's say, an hour of solid rehearsal.
Can we have some privacy?
yeah. I mean, if you can conjure up a pocket dimension, maybe we need to. Where bands are very like they have opinions. with
Yes,
evil.
I will stay here, of course,
We
with
need
you
to get
in the
a
room. But
pocket
the
dimension.
catering staff, they're all setting up in the other room for the ceremony and the and dinner, of course. This will be
Nope.
the cocktail reception before the ceremony, and then after the meal, we will. This will be, of course, be performance and dancing.
I want a private pocket dimension for our practice. Yep, that's what the band wants. I'm Grig of the Misfits.
Well, that's not in the contract, unfortunately.
Damn.
So, we have provided all the instruments we could think of. Take your pick.
Take.
Has
okay.
your god heard anything of metal music?
Funkastra.
What? I'm sorry. What? Me?
Yo, Cliff.
Yeah, I said, has your god heard any of this kind of music?
I've never asked. Never crossed my mind. I must say. I'm not sure I've really prepared anything to commune with him elaborately. If you'd like me to take the time during our rehearsal to check that out, I can. Not. I don't know. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Fuck. No, that won't help.
Olive pulls out her bagpipes. Well, guys, I guess we gotta practice.
Nereus puts cotton balls in his ears.
Pretty sure we are supposed to use the instruments they provided.
There are
Are there
a
any
set of really
instruments?
nice bagpipes up there, but you
It
can
was-
use
oh,
whatever
no.
you want.
Are they
Well, I'm
bagpipes
looking
hooked up
for
into a speaker?
Saw, a set of spoons,
It
big
seems
shot
to be
of
mostly
metal.
acoustic.
a gong.
Not the spoons.
Yep, there are absolutely spoons and a gong, 100%.
Great.
Oh,
I'm gonna start
God.
compiling a little corner full of the most metal, like symbols. I need some symbols.
Yeah.
Triangle?
All the metal things that we can.
It's gonna be a
triangle. Oh yeah.
one-person
and those
band.
chimes. I need some chimes.
Yep.
I don't-
There's a stand with chimes. There's a stand with a little triangle hanging off of it.
Perfect. I'm building a little corner all around me in one edge of like all these metal things for me to hit and touch and doink and clap.
I don't
Yeah.
assume anybody's proficient in performance, right?
Fuck no.
Oh, I am. No one's just asked.
Are you?
No, of course not.
No, because I have something that can give someone expertise in something they're proficient in.
No.
uh,
I have a
you
plus
can-
0 to my performance. Have you met this group? Nobody has any charisma.
Excuse you.
Aside from you.
Well, okay. Let's think about this. Do any of us know anything about music? You're
I
supposed to
play
do
the
things
bagpipes.
together.
I have a pan flute, but that's about it.
Okay, you have one. That's great. Let me see
I mean,
in
not
my bag if I
necessarily,
have
I-
any poems that like something new, even if they've heard this before. Do I have any
Do we-
poems?
Are we expected to
Do you
play?
specifically
song?
have a book of poems or something like that, or are you just
I
hoping
don't
you
know.
might
I'm like
have?
wondering.
You know,
I better
Defect
spell that.
has said that he has like been working on poetry. Just roll a straight d20, anything an 11 or higher, and you have at least, and you will have a d6 of poetry that Defect has written.
Great, perfect. What am I rolling? The d20.
Straight d20. Unfortunately, you got nothing.
Great,
Dang.
great.
I
He
got a
forgot
couple of
his
weird-
book
With an
in
8?
the hotel.
That's an 8. Sorry.
Fuck.
He forgot his notebook in the hotel. Great.
He,
Um,
it dropped out of his pocket when we teleported.
Yeah, I mean, who says it has to have words? That's fine. We'll just
We'll
Could
just
read
forget
this.
the words.
Could
I'm
read this
I'm
tone
gonna
up.
start
I can't
making
sing and play the
sounds.
bagpipes at the same time.
and we just start.
What's
and
Cool.
Who's gonna be-
I would like everyone to tell me what instrument they are playing, or section of instrument they are playing, and everyone to give me a performance check. Olive, if you are using bagpipes, you are proficient with them. You can add your proficiency bonus to this bagpipe check.
Uh-huh.
Pipe check.
How many?
Things I never thought
I
I'd hear.
actually have a special line in my checks for bagpipe playing.
Wonderful.
Don't worry, guys. After we start playing, I'll just cast Spare the
I have
Dying
the
on
signal
everyone.
horn, the Red Crow signal horn. I have that.
All right. So we're going to start with Spoot. Spoot, what instrument are you playing?
Or what's available to me?
The spoons.
Everything. What do you want to
Literally
play?
anything.
Anything I can imagine right now is on the.
If it counts as like a legit instrument, it is available.
Glockenspiel.
You said
I think-
that with such joy.
Look, I found a glockenspiel. I think Spoot's a bass player, but I don't know if electric instruments are.
You
Stand-up
you
bass?
see that there is a big like jazz stand-up bass that's about your size.
I don't know. I could also see Spoot playing a saxophone.
A saxophone with these
I
lips
think-
now.
I don't know. I can see it.
And Tortles
Oh.
play reeds.
Or what's a timpani?
I don't know. Tortle just seems like a jazz person to me.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
It's the sombrero and the fancy glasses. I get it.
It is. It's the
Oh, the
cat's eye glass.
the needle point.
The cat eyes. I'm gonna do some beat poetry in Aquan.
Great.
Oh,
There
God.
you go.
I'm now the lead singer and the bassist. It's Rush.
All right.
They got their own band.
So Spoot, you get behind this big stand-up bass. Greg, you're going percussion.
Yeah, but I would love for there to be a saw.
Yep.
Like.
I
Yep.
feel like you
And-
pulled that out of your bag and you're like, nah, this will work.
Yeah, no, and definitely some spoons, and yeah, the tinkly bits, the.
What about the washboard?
Tinkly bits.
Oh, that's perfect.
I was about to say,
washboard.
Spoot should just play his stomach.
No shakers because they're not metal.
All right.
So Greg finds all the hillbilly instruments and he accumulates them together. And
a
And the
xylophone,
gong.
because xylophones are metal.
that's true. All right, you get all these various noisemakers together. You're the noise section.
mage
Olive,
hand is playing
Olive,
the
you're
xylophone.
going bagpipes, I assume.
Oh, I'm absolutely playing my bagpipes because I do get a proficiency bonus in those.
And Nereus, what instrument will you be performing this night?
I cast etherealness and just disappear.
Well, that's one way to do it. I learned that spell and didn't prepare it.
You cast etherealness, and about 3 seconds later, your form is outlined as little moths like attract themselves from like the woodwork, and your spell maintains, but now these moths are just like all over your form, so like you're outlined in moths.
That's an interesting magic
That's
trick,
fine.
Nereus, but I'm not sure they'll be impressed.
It's fine. I'll just blow up the party.
I cast
Um,
plane shift and get out of here.
well,
I cast
do
banishment on myself.
I do have teleportation circle, and it doesn't say I have to be on the same plane of existence.
If it gets too embarrassing, I'll
Nope,
just
it's
cast
sign a
our.
contract.
Yeah,
Sign
well,
the
yeah.
contract.
You did sign an infernal contract that says you must stay until the end of the event,
Okay.
and if you want to break that, that's up to you.
Good luck, have fun.
Uh,
Ooh, I have masks we could wear.
Oh.
Spook
Well,
just pulls his hat
the
down.
only instrument I have that I'm proficient in is a pan flute.
Great, I love it.
So
We're now Jethro Tull.
All right, for your rehearsal, everybody, please make a performance check. If you have proficiency in your instrument of choice, you may
Can I cast
add your
guidance on
bonus.
myself?
Absolutely, you can. Oh my. Olive with a natural one.
And the mage hand is just banging on the gong.
All right.
So performance with proficiency if it's an instrument I'm proficient in.
Yep. Okay.
Does it?
You rolled a
that's
pan
not-
flute.
All right.
So
I guess just
D20.
add 5 to this. Oh no, we're re-rolling that one.
You
Shit.
got a +5.
All right.
You don't have
That's
to
his-
re-roll in
No, 'cause
rehearsal.
that's my standard charisma.
Yeah, we traded Adis for a character with charisma.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, what? Stupid humans.
And got rid of a human at the same time. It was
So you're
perfect.
spending a sorcery point to re-roll? Great.
Yes. All right. So that would be plus another 5 for proficiency. That would be 23.
Wonderful.
Oh, you just did beat me.
All right. So
I got a 19, by the way. I rolled the 3.
Well, you have a
Hey.
-1. I have a from plus 10 for this.
I'm going to
I-
re-roll
I-
guidance on
So-
every song, just to saying that right now.
so
I rolled
Spoot
that
and
one,
Nereus
so-
with Nereus like getting into like what he assumes a metal song would be, plays this like haunting melody, and Spoot just kind of like finds like the rhythm of it and goes ba-dung 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 dong dong bong bong ba-dung ba-dung.
Oh wait, is there an
Meanwhile-
Aztec death pistol?
Bling, 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 gong.
Greg just starts fucking hitting shit together, and Olive knows how to play her instrument, but she hasn't played it in a while, and is very excited. And in one go, she goes, "Brrr," and poof, the bagpipes explode, and poof. Whatever was inside the bagpipe, like the bag thing, is this white dusty powder from whatever
Bladder.
bladder was in there, is just all over the instruments now. And as you're going, and she like grabs another bagpipe and isn't used to it, is trying to figure out how to fucking finger
Thank God they're
the
rock
tube. You see poor Benjamin just like crestfallen, his like crazy yellow feather eyebrows just begin drooping and drooping. And he looks hopefully to the two who like are playing music to like, you can do it, I know you can do it, this is fine, yeah, you will be great, it's fine. And as this cacophony continues for about 20 minutes or so, one of the otters in like a white shirt and like standard caterer attire, a white shirt, black tie, carrying a tray, rushes in and begins chittering to Benjamin. And Benjamin goes, "What?" And there's more I can't. Misfits, please take 5. And you all kind of settle down from your rehearsal, and you hear Benjamin exclaim, "What? What do you mean? What do you mean the bird got out?"
See?
Well,
It's
it's
right
a
on
wedding
front of my
bird.
kids.
It's a peaceful creature. What do you mean it's attacking and flying around in the main room? Well, get it back in the cage. And there's more chittering. What do you mean it's heading this way? And that is when the doors burst open and this massive hummingbird-looking entity flies in. It's got rainbow, like purple wings and a rainbow feathered chest and a long, deadly-looking sharp beak and dead black eyes. And Benjamin goes, "Oh, no! That's not a wedding! No, you don't understand. That's not a wedding bird! That's a solar bird!" And I need everyone...
This is our area of expertise.
It's a solitary bird! And I need everyone to roll initiative.
What does that mean?
Every bird? What?
A solitary bird.
Then leave it alone.
Why is it here?
That's me
Who
in the
let it
morning.
out?
A solitary
Ooh.
bird.
I'm a solitary bird.
Ooh, let the bird out.
Oh god. Clang, 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 clang.
Clang, 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 clang. Clackety, clackety, clack.
And then
We're doing
Just explode.
Good night, you guys.
That's why the bird went berserk.
It was us. It was us.
I mean,
all along.
it's possible your playing may have awoken the bird from the slumber it was under.
Wakey,
Oh,
wakey.
God. What is happening again?
I don't know. I'm playing a saw.
Initiative.
I hear like
Initiative.
the spoons and the washboard and a xylophone.
Yes.
Can Olive
there-
wild shape into the version of what this bird is?
You've never seen it before.
Looking at
But
it
now she has.
I'm going to say you can try on your turn and see what happens.
I'm assuming it's too high of a CR for wild shape.
yeah. It's also probably... Never mind. We'll see what
happens.
happens.
Oh, I gotta find... Aha, there's the turn order.
I ate all my ice cream the other day and now I'm sad.
Oh no, not
I
that.
want
That
ice
is
cream.
bad.
It's in the freezer. I would have to go to the other room to get it, and now I want ice cream.
Do have waffles.
Alright, wow.
Look at that hummingbird. It's so sweet.
Oh, it's so solitary. What is going on with that guy? Is he a squirrel?
That is the
otters?
that is the otter cater waiter.
Oh,
Obviously.
yes. I see now the serving platter in their arm.
Yes. You've got up here. You've got Benjamin himself.
House distinguished.
Yes,
love him.
He's quite the dapper fellow, very businesslike. You have cater waiter, the otter. Who knows? And then you have the wedding bird.
Always a bad idea.
How high is this bird off the ground?
So pretty.
It's currently about 10, 15 feet hovering off the ground. The roof of this structure is about 80 feet high, and it's just got like massive walls that kind of fade up into a replica of a sky.
Cool.
Okay.
To be clear, are we gonna try to destroy this, or are we trying to catch this?
You hear Benjamin shout, subdue it, I guess, but if we kill it, we won't have anything to release at the end of the ceremony."
Have you considered releasing it now?
Obviously not. I thought it was a wedding bird. And fortunately, it is...
You should be fired.
Fortunately, it is Benjamin's turn.
Oh no.
Benjamin kind of freaks out a bit. And just... Oh, yeah, he is not good at this sort of stuff. Well, he's going to use his bonus action, and he vanishes, poof, and reappears, poof, up here. Actually, what he will do is he'd be like, "Are any of you good at close range?"
Defect, you're up.
Oh, Amber, I assume you're...
Oh, sure. Didn't even occur to me because Defect's not here.
Cool.
Yeah, let me hear. I'll pull him up.
Cool. Go ahead and roll for him. Roll his initiative. He says, "Okay, great," and he casts a little quick spell, and all of a sudden, Defect and Benjamin vanish and reappear in each other's spaces. So they have swapped.
I need that spell. Shit.
It wasn't a spell, actually. It was just a fun ability he has.
Give me.
Infernal Penguin.
And then you see he just kind of touches his shoulders, and kind of a layer of frost appears over him. Nearest, you immediately recognize that he has cast mage armor on himself.
What's that spell? I don't know that spell.
Okay. Here's what we've got.
But that is Benjamin's turn. Defect rolled a 17. That's great. Sometimes it's silly. All right.
I don't even see any of us in the turn order.
That's okay. I do.
Oh,
Well,
do you?
I do.
Well,
You might just need to reload the page before it'll pop up. It's one of the weird bugs with the new system that hasn't worked out completely, I think. But after Benjamin, it is Defect's turn.
Great. Defect asks again. So to be clear, we're not killing it?
It would be great if we didn't.
Great.
We're not so good at that.
Here, birdie, bird.
I will remind you that if you deal damage to it from not magic, you can choose to make it non-lethal damage.
Right. Okay, so the bird is flying, what'd you say?
About 10 or 15 feet off the ground.
Great. Defect is going to move forward. I can't do the token right now, but move forward and I guess jump and try to grab its feet.
All right, go ahead. Make a grapple check. So it's an athletics check.
Athletics.
Oh, that's pretty good. Let's see how good this bird is. Ooh, with a 14, as a resistance or a chance to evade, on a acrobatics check, Defect is able to grasp onto the little tiny feet of this bird and is hanging down on it.
Cool. I guess that's it.
Okay.
We did it.
yay!
All right. So the creature, the wedding bird, quote unquote, is grappled by Defect. Well done. Next up, we have Nereus with Spoot on deck-ish.
Reese is gonna step front and center of the stage. And he's going to start floating briefly before kind of heavily hitting back down on the stage as all of the wind in the room starts doing a downdraft and cast control winds.
Ooh, cool.
What
are you controlling in this moment?
Everything in 100-foot cube in all dimensions all the wind is doing a strong downdraft. So anything flying at the beginning of its turn has to make a DC 20 strength saving throw or be knocked prone on the ground.
Ooh, okay. Good to know, Nereus. And that's concentration?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Oh, wait, hold on. Is it? Yeah, it's a 100-foot cube.
Cool.
Sorry, I got mixed up by the 300-foot range.
Gotcha. Well, Wind Wizard, good to have against a flying entity, apparently.
Wind Wizard, that's now your name.
Wind Wizard.
Wind Wizard.
Ranged weapon attacks are disadvantaged, but not. I'm assuming not like shooting spells.
Correct, because ranged weapon attacks are ranged weapons and not spell attacks.
Right.
Cool. Anything else on your turn, Nereus?
I forget what bonus actions I do. Yeah, I got no bonus actions for that.
All right, cool.
Well said, dog. Well said.
All right. So at the start of its turn, the wedding bird, or the solitary bird, needs to make a strength saving throw, which it is
DC 20.
which it is not proficient in and does not succeed at.
So it is knocked down to the ground.
Great. So I would like. Great. So I'm going to say Defect was just kind of hanging above the ground, so he's able to maintain a grip on the creature.
Cool.
Probably has to reposition from the legs to like the creature itself. But let's see. I need everybody to make a Wisdom saving throw, please.
No, I'm great at it.
As this, even though it is grounded, the wings are still beating and going.
Oh no.
And this crazy, like, drumming, humming is like wafting through your brains here.
Oh, I was gonna say I did say I put cotton balls in my ears when Olive started playing her instrument. Does that count?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
You know, I will say, I'll say it'll give you advantage on this. Well, yeah, I'll give you advantage for that. Sure.
Yeah.
You have to roll every round, though, otherwise it might
so
get blown
much
out.
better than an 8.
All right. Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
I have a new answer for my shame question.
Uh-huh.
It's when you have a +10 to a save and you roll less than someone with a +0.
I suppose I should roll for Benjamin.
That's all right. I still haven't rolled anything higher than a 2 in
I
this
have to
game.
roll for defect.
Oh yes.
no.
Please roll for defect.
Oh,
Yes.
there you
Hell
Defect.
yes, Defect. Iron trap, that mind of his. Steel
Well,
Steel trap.
luckily defect
Metal.
rolled a natural 20 and succeeded on the saving throw. The rest of you did not.
go. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Shit.
And all of you, he just succeeded with a natural 20. I just want you to know.
You
God.
are crazy.
Me and this bird have something in common.
So all of you are deafened for the next minute. If you are deafened in this way, you cannot cast spells, although you can maintain concentration. And your speed is halved. At the end of your turn, you may repeat the save.
So we're silenced. Wait, we can't cast spells?
No.
They have verbal components or any?
You can't cast any spells because the noise in your ears is distracting your mind too much.
So I can't even subtle spell.
Nope.
Fuck.
Can't
think
even
this is
dispel.
Well, it's time to go punch a bird.
But I will say that this is a good time to review what Defect's Null Amulet does.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Also on this creature's turn, because Defect has attached itself to it, it is going to try to peck him with its beak 3 times.
No!
All of those will hit.
Okadokes.
Defect, who has not raged,
Oh
Nope.
shit.
is
and I have to long rest this character sheet. Hang on.
is going to take 21 plus 18 plus 8 plus another 21 plus 4. Oof, that's a lot. So none of this is half because he
That's
hasn't
right.
raged.
Ouch.
You can take it, right?
So
Yeah. Where's the long rest button?
You can't long rest other
you
people's
can't long
character
rest
sheets.
another people's character.
Oh, he's gonna die now.
Uh-oh.
He's got 138 hit points currently, so.
After all of this damage?
No, before the damage.
I was about to say, damn, what does he have rolling?
85 is what this character sheet says.
He does have a lot of...
There we go. So, Amber, you should have control of his token now, which means you can edit the hit points.
Perfect.
So, the first attack hits him with a 32, and he takes a total of 21 damage. Both piercing and force damage.
Okay.
The second attack hits with a 27 for 18 piercing and 8 force damage. That's a total of 26. And the third attack hits on a 32 for 21 piercing and 4 force damage for a total of 25.
Dokale dokale.
72 damage, wow.
And that is the end of the creature's turn. And we go to Spoot. So you can, your speed is halved and you cannot cast any spells, but at the end of your turn you can reattempt the save.
Copy that. No spells. The speed is halved.
So, Spoot, what would you like to do on this turn?
Well, there's not much I can do, is there? I can't even get up there. But I guess I could get to the top of the stairs.
You can also use your action to dash.
That's true. That would just get me to the bottom of the stairs, though. I don't know how close I want to get to that thing, to be honest. No spells. What does Spook do if he doesn't have spells?
Right.
I guess I can't. Yeah, cantrip counts, doesn't it? Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's all I got. So, I can. Yeah, I'll use action to move a full round.
Okay.
Gives me bottom of stairs, so I still can't reach them, and then I'll attempt a saving throw again.
Yes. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
This doesn't make much sense.
With a 17, unfortunately, you don't quite make it.
Don't say.
Next up, we have Greg.
That's me. I'm just gonna start yelling and walking.
Wait, Olive, what was your initiative roll?
It was lousy, I think. 8? 9.
9. Okay, great.
You skipped me, didn't you?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, you did not appear on the initiative order for whatever reason. Perhaps you forgot to click your token.
Perhaps.
But that's okay.
So,
Greg, think about what you're going to do. We're going to go to Olive real quick.
Oh, I have a plan.
Olive, what are you going to do?
I was going to attempt to turn into whatever size version of that bird in front of her she can. Like she's focusing on form rather than size.
Okay, so in this moment, you can attempt either because this is not a spell, this is a magical ability that you have, so you can do this. You can attempt to transform into the best version of this creature that you can. So just do a nature check for me real quick.
Sure. I love nature checks.
I love that.
24.
Wonderful. So you are able to transform into a large or a huge hummingbird. You have the stats of a giant eagle.
Okay.
And there is crazy wind buffeting you down.
So you can't fly.
Right, but I'm on the ground anyway. I wouldn't appear in the...
Yeah, but you changed into a bird and you can't fly.
Hey.
But I'm trying to make friends with the big bird.
What do you dare to do, Eagle?
Do you speak giant eagle?
That's a little Misfits reference.
Make a persuasion check.
Is bird just one language?
No.
No.
I
Giant
I can
eagles
only
specifically speak giant eagle.
speaks giant eagle. I'm making a persuasion, you said?
Yeah. Or animal handling. I'll let you do either one.
Okay, good.
Okay.
With animal.
Okay, at 28. Cool. All right. All right. So you turn into an eagle, and like the bird looks at
Yay! In case you were.
you. Oh no.
Your camera's
Jared's
frozen.
Oh
There you
gosh, that's so weird. The bird just died.
Wow.
Huh. Just fell asleep right there.
Everything just disconnected. Hold on.
Rocks fell. Hummingbird died.
But now there's 2 giant hummingbirds.
We're even more deafened.
Was a glitch.
Yes. Oh no.
I'm gonna get my ice cream.
OBS.
Oh, rub it in, why don't you? Oh, did we get like disconnected from stream and all that good stuff?
Yeah.
You know, I really sat between control winds and telekinesis to just restrain the bird, and I really wish I chose telekinesis.
I'm also realizing I don't have many.
an immovable rod and some rope, and the bird's grappled. We got this.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but we gotta
this. I don't.
control those wings.
Apparently, I can kill or heal.
Blood. Immovable.
It's a wedding
Well,
bird. All of them
Yeah, but-
make friends with
You
it.
tie the
How
rope.
are we
Okay.
supposed to?
and you
How
tie
are we
the
supposed to
rope
hear the
rod.
vows if we're deafened?
Oh, we're back.
Well,
we're back,
that's-
baby.
Yay!
Yay! Have my ice cream.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody.
When the DM loses internet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Connectivity.
Big TPK.
Ooh, sorry about that. We're back. So, all of you have become a giant hummingbird with the stats of a giant eagle, and attempted to speak to this entity in giant eagle.
You're such a pretty bird. What kind of bird are you?
Yeah.
Let's be friends.
We'll have to see how that works out.
I
All
rolled
right.
28 in animal handling.
You did. It looks like favorably towards you. At the end of your turn, unless you want to do anything else, it's going to make a beak attack on defect with a legendary action.
Dang it. Okay.
That is a 23 to hit for 18
yeah.
piercing damage and 5 force damage for 23 total damage. Right. And that will bring us to Greg's turn. You are you are deafened and you cannot cast a spell. Oh, Olive, also make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And your speed is halved, Greg.
No!
Oh,
I
Olive,
can't hear anything.
yeah, you are still unable to do all the things.
This is so sad.
But I'm a giant bird not doing all the things.
Yeah. All right,
Sure.
Greg, go for it.
Great. Grig is going to pull out the immovable rod from their bag of holding and just run yelling, doing dash as well to get full range of motion toward Defect going, I've got a rod! We finally have a use for the rod! It's a rod! Also, can you not hear? Because I can't hear. Here, no, we could use the rod. We should tie it up. Tie it to the rod. It won't move. You just gotta do the rod. Let's go!
Defense like, whoa,
make
don't hit me with the rod.
make an athletics or acrobatics check as you jump from this 15-foot high stage onto the ground.
Love it. 16.
Okay, yeah. You don't wipe out, which is good. And you only take 5
Do
points
knock
of
down
bludgeoning
some
damage.
instruments. Great. Yeah, just yelling, screaming, talking in that special voice, which is when you can't hear. You're like, I can't hear you, but there's the rod.
Wonderful.
Why is it so loud?
You grab, so you've pulled out the rod, and you've dashed and moved all this way. That's your turn. Go ahead, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
24.
Greg, you overcome the effects of the humming,
Yay!
and you are immune to the effect for 24 hours.
After the yeses.
It's awesome.
Great. The yelling suddenly stops, and I'm like, oh, I can hear again.
Yeah, it's like your ears popped all of a sudden.
Thinking if there's any bonus action things that I can do that are relevant. Not really. Great. Here I am. I made it next to Defect, waving the rod around, yelling.
Wonderful. It is Benjamin's turn. And he can't do much. The only thing he can really do is not useful in the current moment. Yeah. So he just does the best thing he can do, and he unleashes 3 arcane bursts at the creature. Oh no, Benjamin. That's two. That is 2 natural ones from Benjamin. He's not a fighter. He's a wedding planner.
So does the otter, or does one kill Greg?
Oh no!
I need Defect, Greg, Olive, and Nereus to roll d20s along with the otter. Actually, I need you to roll 2d20. 2d20, please.
2d20 each of us?
Each of you, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And for Defect. All right. Nereus, you get hit by the first arcane bolt. The first arcane burst, which is going to do. You're all. You take 2 points of force damage as it kind of explodes prematurely right next to your head. And I need Defect and Greg to do rollies. I need a roll off between Defect and Greg.
A roll off.
A roll off.
Alright. There's Defect. Oh, it didn't click. And there's... This is going horribly.
So Defect rolls a 2. So Defect gets hit by the second one, but only for 1 point of force damage.
Oh, well, that's good.
Which is not so bad. And Benjamin just shouts, "Sorry, I'm not used to attacking things. So terribly sorry." And he is still deafened. Actually, at the end of the initiative order, this little otter just fucking books it.
Yeah.
All the way over to there. And
ceasefire
does not
Or
save on their throw. At the end of Benjamin's turn, the wedding bird is it's going to attempt a recharge. No, it's not. It's going to do a beak attack on Defect again. Actually, yeah, because Defect is still holding it. So that's a 34 to hit for a total of 26 damage.
Yeast Louise.
Hits hard, and Defect hasn't raged.
Yep.
But it is now Defect's turn.
Great. Guess what Defect's gonna do?
What's he gonna do?
Hooray!
All right.
It just looked like a pretty bird a minute ago, and I love ducks, so I was like, oh, I don't need to be angry at the bird. But no, this bird sucks.
Yeah, this bird has pecked Defect 5 times with a very sharp, pointy, like, beak of steel.
Right? Okay, but see, here's the thing. What does Defect do?
He's
Defect
he's
could
also
hear-
currently holding on to it, like grappling
He's
the
holding
thing.
the bird. Right. So that's the thing. When you're grappling, is there really anything to do aside from, I guess there's headbutting apparently.
He could make an improvised attack like that, or he could release
Yeah.
his grapple, which would not cost him anything, and attack with his axe. But his axe is a
Sure.
two-handed weapon.
Right, but the goal is to like hold this thing fast.
Right, but Defect knows he can do non-lethal damage, and Nereus is currently concentrating on winds that are making it very difficult for the creature to fly.
Oh, that's right. There's wind. Okay, great. Sure. Defect is gonna be like, "You're a stupid bird," and non-lethally attack it. It's the funniest thing in the world to me.
Yep, flat of
Smack
the
it with the
axe.
side of the great axe.
Yeah, do it.
So here's the thing: is it Matter's Bane or just the great axe
Matters Bane.
at this point? Okay, great. Haven't had to do this in a while.
Yeah, 29 will absolutely hit for 12. We'll say it's bludgeoning damage because he's whacking it from the side.
Schmack.
Chill
Yep.
out, duck.
Great. Gets to do it again, right?
Yep.
Great, do it again.
Ooh,
I think
nice.
it's do it again.
Nice. Yeah, his great weapon. Well, he used his bonus action to rage on his turn, so unfortunately he doesn't have that option. But that is 21 damage. And actually, he actually does extra rage damage, I think. Find out what that is and add it twice to these attacks.
+3. So
All right,
plus
so
total of 6 more.
another 6 damage.
Yep.
Wonderful. Yeah, 2 solid thwacks against the creature. At the end of Defect's turn, it's going to attempt. It's going to use its recharge ability because it got hurt and it didn't like that. But it has no effect. All right. Nereus, we are up to you with Olive on deck-ish. Nereus, I think you're muted.
I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna keep holding the wind.
Okay, so you concentrate on the spells. You can move if you want, or you can stay where you are. Or
Good.
you can end your turn and make the save.
I'm gonna just make the save.
All right, go for it.
I think spellcaster can't cast spells. This is kind of
It's a tough position. Oh,
I've heard of silent.
that sucks, unfortunately. But yeah, Greg, remember to check out the Null Amulet on Defect. Cool. We're at the Wedding Bird's turn. The Wedding Bird, it's going to... Yeah, it's going to use its Feather Burst ability because y'all are getting up on its grill and doing crazy things.
How many times has this bird gone?
This is his
Wait.
second turn,
Oh,
It's got
Legendary.
but it has legendary
legendary.
actions.
Copy.
So I need everybody to please make a dexterity saving throw, including Benjamin. Oh, Benjamin, nice. Benjamin rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god, I'm rolling horribly.
Olive is continuing to roll like shit.
Ooh.
Oh, now I get
Oh wait,
natural 20 again.
Oh, that's
wait. If
excellent.
it's dexterity, it's the eagle, isn't it?
It is the eagle.
Sorry.
I just want to roll a natural 20 on my wisdom save.
Oh, not that it was any better. Eagle is also apparently very
Cool.
clumsy.
So Benjamin also rolled a natural 20 and he saves. Nereus, you save. Everybody else fails.
Yep.
So everybody who fails takes 63 force damage.
Ouch.
As
Oh, but wait, I'm the wrong kind of
as
thing.
magical feathers, like sharp magical little feathers, duplicates of the very rainbow plumage of this thing, begin to fill the air in a 60-foot radius around the creature, and it begins flying through the air, and these little sharp things just tear through you all, dealing force damage. Those of you who
How much force damage?
63.
Great.
The
All of it ceased to be a giant hummingbird.
the what's it called doesn't affect the feathers. The downdraft.
No, because they are magical duplicates. They're not like little birds.
Okay.
Both Grig and Defect are down.
I didn't know if it would
Defect
like
by the
slow it down.
exact amount.
No, unfortunately, it's pretty much like a imagine like a landmine kind of exploding out. It's a similar thing.
Great. Did you get hit prior to this?
Those of you who succeeded only take 31 force damage. And that includes Happy Little Benjamin.
Would that be? I think that's a 15 con save, right?
Be half the damage, so half of 31 is 15. Yes.
All right, I made it.
Good.
Fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, Grig and Defect are both down
Okay.
by exactly 63,
All right.
which I used to think was a lot.
All right. So Grig and Defect fall to the ground unconscious. Poor
Weird.
but Defect has persistent rage, which means
Oh, yeah.
he gets to make a save, and if successful, he pops back up to 1.
Okay. Persistent rage. What kind of relent? Oh yeah, okay.
Or relentless rage, I
10
guess
con
it is.
save. Yeah. Okay, great. 25.
Well, I think
Defect
that.
has 1.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. 25 will do it. So he is not unconscious and down.
Great.
Good thing he's all rage bad. Fantastic. Good job, Defect. All right. And that is the Wedding Bird's entire turn. Doesn't get to make any beak attacks when it does that.
Ta-da!
Hooray.
But Grig is down.
Yes.
And Nereus, you made your save. You're all hunky-dory. So Olive, we're back to you. You are no longer a glorious giant eagle.
And I'm still deafened.
You are indeed.
I guess I'm going to try to turn back into a giant hummingbird.
Okay.
I can't do anything else. So,
Sure. Well, like, you can move, you can try to persuade it and make checks. You attempted last time to speak to it in Giant Eagle, and it didn't look like it understood you, but it seemed to, like, it seemed like, oh, you're another bird. Okay, cool.
mm-hmm.
But it didn't, but you got the impression, because you rolled so high, that, like, it doesn't care that you were another bird. But it didn't seem to speak Giant Eagle.
At least it's not territorial.
Olive can't really do anything. I mean, I will 1, 2, 3. I will move to the edge of the stage over here.
Okay.
Before I turn back into a giant hummingbird.
All right, cool.
Because that's what I can do right now.
All right, yeah, all right, cool. You're a big hummingbird again.
gonna shake my tail.
Okay.
Spook's just like,
Okay. What are you trying to achieve by your tail shaking?
making me sneeze.
Just getting the bird, getting the bird's attention, getting the other bird's attention, doing a little.
All right.
Beginning a mating ritual.
Make a straight up charisma check as a giant hummingbird.
As a, which is still a giant eagle.
Bad rule for hacks. It's not a real fight unless Grig has hit the floor.
That's exactly how this works.
Eagle's not very charismatic. That's a 7.
You kind of thwack Spoot with one of your tail feathers a little bit, but it doesn't hurt him.
Achoo!
And I'm going to say because you turned into a giant hummingbird where you did, you are pushed down. You're on the ground now, like on the main floor.
Okay. Sure.
Just because.
Sure. I'm just gonna,
yeah.
do my little hummingbird dance.
Cool. At the end of your turn, it's going to attempt its recharge ability again.
Do I get to try a wisdom saving throw?
Oh, yes, please do. So close.
Oh.
But nope, no
Not
dice.
really.
Its recharge ability has no effect, which is very sad for it. We go to Spoot.
This
Grig,
is
you're
tricky.
on deck-ish. Or you're on deck.
This is tricky because I can't do anything.
Wait, I didn't get to go. Or at least make my save.
Oh, please make your save. I thought you had.
Every end of turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Made the
I mean,
con save.
I can't do anything, so I just need to make my wisdom save.
Yeah, do it up. Well, your winds are preventing it from flying, so that's pretty baller.
At least
Yeah.
you got, yeah. So,
You can make insight checks on this thing. You can try to communicate with it. Like, you don't have to just beat it up. But whatever you want to do.
I mean, I can't.
Next to
Can't-
Grig's body is.
You can also make checks to see if you know anything about this kind of creature. You did hear a little bit like the wedding bird was brought from the Fey realms, is what Benjamin told you.
That makes sense.
Oh, I know what to do with this thing.
But I can't cast any spells. So I'm pretty crippled too, turns out. Can't even heal my friends. But I can't even, I literally can't even spare the dying. Yeah, I don't know. Insight check on the bird. I'm good at that.
Yeah, go ahead, make an
Nice.
insight check on the bird.
I want to be free. Me too, bird. Me too. Oh, Lord. Thank God for a +10.
It is very evident to you that this bird wants out. It wants to go home. It's very annoyed that it has been captured. Like, that's very evident to you. You also, with that insight check, can see a gleam of intelligence in this like dark black orbs, and you get the sense that it's been able to understand all of your conversations since it got here.
But I can't actually speak and or communicate in any way, shape, or form because I'm still deaf. Correct?
You can yell.
No, you
right?
can yell. Like, you're not mute. You're just deafened.
Gotcha. I will yell to the penguin man that we need to let this bird go. It just wants to get out, and I don't think it's going to stop any of this until it is let loose. Send it home.
What?
Yes.
Spook just
You turn your head and
Okay.
shout this towards Benjamin, and Benjamin like puts up a flipper hand and goes, "What?"
well, in the very least, the hummingbird, the intelligent bird, heard me.
Yeah, no, it was
That's
good.
what counts.
It was very, very good. Never doubt it.
I can do not. I can't even use my items to cast a spell because that's still casting a spell, technically, right?
Yeah, if you have any ability or whatever that like that is like not a spell, you can do those. Like Olive's wild shapes, you can do.
Well, no, but like some of my items allow me to cast
correct.
spells, but there's
Yeah.
still spells, right? Like Pulse would still be. I
Correct.
can't do Healing Word through Pulse, I'm guessing.
Right.
Okay. That was my last thing. I can attempt a medicine check to stabilize Krieg, if I may, if I haven't done too much.
Yeah, you can do that. Make a medicine check. So DC 10.
Can I get advantage because she's my friend?
You succeed with a 21.
Okay, Spare the Dying is now useless. Remind me to change it out next time we level up.
Yeah, but you can do that from afar, can't you?
No, that's only
no.
That's only
also
grave
touch?
That's
clerics, I think.
grave clerics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is
cool.
touch.
But yeah,
That's it. I'm gonna
you
do my
successfully
wisdom save.
stabilized. Yeah, do it.
Ta-da!
I'm pretty sure I've expended mine. Oh, I was so close.
Oh.
I could see the 20 on both die. Damn it.
Oh, you're watching it roll around.
Oh, so close. All right. Well, at the end of your turn, it's going to peck at Defect with its beak.
Like, does.
That is a natural 1.
Yay!
Oh.
It doesn't hit.
Get wrecked.
The beak jabs into misses Defect and jabs into the floor. Although with a natural 1, it still rolled very high.
Yeah.
It jabs
If it rolled a
into the floor.
34.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thankfully, it's not.
I've got it. Welcome
plus
back. You missed a tech
18.
glitch. It was fun. Yeah. So it jabs the
bird is
beak
going
into
on.
the floor, and it'll take a little bit of damage from that because that hurt it. Yeah, it takes a little bit of damage. Very cool, and it's very sad about that. And it kind of goes, "Meow," and it kind of has to like. It looks like it's trying to pull its beak out. So I'll say until it gets its beak out, any attack on it would have advantage.
Stop hitting it. Just set it free.
Krieg.
I'm just dreaming about making.
Yeah, what are you seeing
pocket
in this moment?
dimension. Oh, I'm dreaming about making a pocket dimension, and it's going to
Aren't
be
they
full of pillows and shiny objects.
I've been to that pocket
And
dimension.
there's
It
going
wasn't
to be
very
one
nice.
corner that's just coins of various denominations, and it's going to be in a little kiddie pool, like a mound of them in a little pool thing.
So you can swim in it?
And then in this pocket dimension, there's definitely going to be like a waterfall in the distance that covers up this wall that's a giant mosaic of like, it's the scene of Defect and Grig like high-fiving. And
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. This is beautiful, but like,
Wonderful.
aren't you stabilized?
They
yeah,
are.
I can still be dreaming.
Yep.
Oh, but you're not making death
they,
saves.
they are unconscious, but they are
Okay.
seeing wonderful, comforting pillows in their pocket dimension.
I must admit, I just got really concerned that he was still making you make take saves, and
No, not at all.
I was like, "You stop this madness, you crazy!"
So is the mosaic
Uh,
like high-fiving like the creation of Adam?
Very,
Like
yeah,
kind of.
I love it.
I was thinking like a Polaroid moment, like in the in 70s credits where they're like running and then they jump in the air and it's like freeze framed.
Excellent.
Your dream just keeps playing that over and over.
Happy together.
And
It's
with
great,
that,
man.
it is Benjamin's turn, who once again unleashes 3 arcane bursts and rolls another natural 1.
Stop it! Just stop!
So I need. Well, actually, no, because the attack has advantage, so it's not a natural 1. Because
Still
the
maybe
beak
stop.
the beak is still stuck, so the natural 1 is not true, but it is a miss.
Well,
So 2 of them miss, but the second one is an actual crit. So Benjamin crits and does some good damage on that, Benjamin. Very nice. So Benjamin unleashed this like it's like a snowball that he conjures, and it just kind of fires towards this thing. 2 of them like splat on the ground, and the other one whacks it right between the eyes, and it, as its like beak is wedged into the ground. It's like very unhappy. I'm gonna say it can't take a legendary action because its beak is buried in the ground. Because a natural 1 is a natural 1. So we go to Defect.
Great. Defect
Nereus, you're on deck.
can hear, so Defect knows the bird wants to go home and is a sensitive soul. So Defect is going to say, "Is that true? Do you want to go home? Stop hurting us. I bet we can send you home."
Make a persuasion check at
And we'll
disadvantage.
pull... Yes. Defect likes birds. I've decided. Sorry, Mike.
Yay! He does like birds. He likes
He
ducks.
canonically likes
like
ducks.
Oh, god damn it! Not
Oh. Well, a 6 is... I mean, he is raging. So...
Does that help
hating us.
persuasion?
No.
I mean,
As
as much as I want him to succeed.
No, it explains why he got a 6, because he's just all angry. He's like, do you just want to go home? It's
You want to go home? Just go home. Stop hurting us.
What's wrong with you? Just do it.
Well,
There's
Defect,
the door.
Sad.
Defect tried so hard.
Try really
Nereus,
hard.
we go to you.
All right.
Oh, that was a whole action.
I
Okay.
forgot I can. This is an ability.
Or no,
Nereus is-
no, sorry. Defect, that was a free thing, so Defect can,
Okay.
if he wants
Okay,
to.
great. I don't think does Defect know that failed horribly, or is that just us knowing that?
The thing just kind of like looks at him with his beak stuck in it. And he can see a big eye glaring at it. He doesn't register that it is like happy about it.
Okay, great. I'm glad I double checked that stat. Defect's just gonna thwack it again. Like, I'm sorry, but hit it with
Alright.
the flat of the blade.
2 attacks. Go for it. And they're at advantage, so
Yeah, so that one's 23.
that'll hit.
That one's 22.
All right, so that's 20 plus 6, so 26.
Yep.
Very nice. All right, yeah. Thwacking her way on the bird.
Stop it and stop hurting us, and we'll let you go home. He's doing a really bad job of this.
Yeah. Nereus.
We'll stop, I promise.
Beating
All of
will
his on
continue
deck
until
is-
morale improves.
Yeah, I don't know how to make choices for...
I mean, you're doing what a barbarian would do, so.
Yes, but this is Defect. Defect has a soul.
All right.
Nice bird.
Nereus is gonna jump off the stage towards Greg, but I'm going to use my bonus action to, what's it called? The Storm Guide, where I can subtly control other winds
Nice.
and just like slow my descent if I can. Since I have a really strong downdraft, can I slow my descent so I take the
I'm
damage?
going to say because you are the one controlling these winds, you have no problem, like, just kind of lowering yourself to the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna do that and just get right here to Greg.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use my action and do the is it limited to you? Yeah, healing hands. So Greg gets back 13 hit points. And
All right.
Nereus's hands
Oh,
are
that's
just gonna
cool.
have electricity, and it's just gonna be like clear.
All right,
I love
so Greg, you are shocked back to hit points.
Right when you
Not
went, your
the
head went to hit the pillow.
The pillows are sparking. The pillows are sparking.
No, my dimension!
Nereus, end of your turn. Go ahead, make your wisdom save. Roll that nat 20.
Please, for the love of God, no.
Okay.
No, I would give you guidance, but it wouldn't help.
All right. The wedding bird
Sings a lovely song.
Actually, the only save so far that I've made that could actually change something is the first 17 I did with Grig's Flash of Genius would have helped. I haven't rolled high enough since.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you also have a 0, don't you?
Yeah.
Greg might have been unconscious then. I can't remember.
No, that was the first roll ever.
No,
Okay. Well, lay creature, lay wedding bird, is going to pull its beak out of the ground. It'll make a athletics check to do that. Yeah, it succeeds. And then it's going to fly up 20 feet in the air.
It has to make a strength check.
That's right. Thank you.
It
is not going to fly 20 feet up in the air, although it was going to attempt to. Instead, it's going to look at Nereus, and it's going to beak attack Nereus.
It's gonna be so annoying.
Cut it out. Don't make me kill you.
The first one is a natural 1.
Yeah.
And its beak is stuck again? Question?
So it takes some damage from chipping the floor again.
This does feel like a boss fight. Like, you have to attack it while its beak is in the ground. Quick, run around, flank it.
Right.
Dodge roll, dodge roll, dodge roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, as the dice seem to want to do tonight, they are in complete balance, and that is a natural 20 on the second attack.
Aw.
So Nereus outright explodes.
Basically, right?
Wait, but didn't the beak get stuck on the last natural one? Did that not occur this time?
Yeah, but that was during a legendary action, not on its turn. So it was a little less of an attack. This is its full turn. So with that natural 20, that's going to be 25 piercing damage and 12 force damage to Nereus. So that's a total of 37.
Yes.
That is a DC 18 concept.
Yeah, no.
All right. The winds die down.
Dow.
But
The bird fluff their feathers.
It would be great if I could cast a spell.
the creature is going to use that opportunity to fly actually all the way up in the air. So it flies not all the way, but it flies 50 feet into the air.
Oh, it's this room.
It's about 80 feet high.
Like 80 feet.
I mean, the thing didn't choose to leave. It chose aggression. Right?
I mean,
It
it's
chose-
trying to escape. And,
I don't believe you. It attacked us.
I mean, it certainly did. I'm not lying.
How? How did it try to escape? Exactly.
You don't
Is
know.
there like a
You just
large-
saw it come in this room.
The bird chose violence.
It did.
Insight check on the DM.
No, the bird
Is there like a large
100%
window?
chose violence. It absolutely did. It's very pissed off.
Oh,
Are there windows in this room?
What?
Are there windows in this room?
There are no windows, but the roof appears to is illusioned to look like open sky.
Oh.
All right, but we can't we can't see what's actually outside.
No.
All I'm saying is we're confused why this thing isn't trying to escape on its own, unless it wanted revenge.
Yeah. You can always try to talk to it.
Sure, I'll do that when I can
Uh,
cast a spell.
Olive, it's your turn. This thing has flown up and kind of flown over there. It looks like it actually flies all the way up to the ceiling and then comes back down and stops about 50 feet above the ground.
Olive will fly up to meet it.
Okay.
And we'll just do a little hummingbird dance. Say, pretty bird. Let's
Okay.
let's.
Are you
let's
trying
calm
to
down.
mate with the bird?
I hope so.
Cool.
Make friends with.
I,
Sure. try
so
to seduce
two
the bird.
things. Make an animal handling check and then make an insight check.
Oh dear. 20 on my animal handling
Okay. Good.
and 19 on my insight.
Cool. So you perform a very non-aggressive hummingbird dance that you've observed in other hummingbirds. And you are confident
A
that,
giant.
that you have done this appropriately, to be hey, chill out. And
Hummingbird dance.
you instantly get a sense of a read on this bird with a 19 on your insight check. And you remember that Benjamin called this a solitary bird. And you
So
get
cut it out.
and you get the sense that it doesn't like you. It doesn't like another bird that looks like it near itself. It doesn't like other entities, and it definitely doesn't like being cooped up in this room where it can't escape.
Well,
Are you familiar with beta fish? Because this sounds like the bird version.
Benjamin did say it's called a solitary bird.
Yes, he did.
That's what. Yeah.
Can I make a beak attack at it?
Sure.
13.
It dodges quickly out of the way.
I was going to, like, as I recover from the beak attack, just kind of do a little tail wiggle.
Cool.
Like it's part of the dance.
At the end of your turn, it also makes a beak attack at you.
Do I get to make a wisdom saving throw first?
Oh yes, please do. Go for it.
25!
You are no longer... and you had flown up to it, right?
Yeah.
So you would be, like, within reach of it. Within whatever your melee reach of it is.
Yeah.
So we'll just put you over here. Cool. So yes, your ears clear. You can cast spells. You will move normally.
Yay!
The bird at the end of your turn uses a legendary action. Beak attacks you with a 29 to hit
Yep.
for 22 piercing damage and 11 force damage for a total of 33.
God damn it.
Are you still an eagle?
Nope! And I'm falling.
You immediately fall 55 feet.
Oh God.
And that's quite a bit of d6 actually.
You might have killed yourself.
I'm pretty hardy.
So we'll call that. You take 16 bludgeoning damage as you smash 16 as you
great.
smash into the floor 50 feet below.
I'm resistant to bludgeoning damage.
Then you would only take 8.
I, for some reason, thought fall damage was worse.
Force is magic.
Yeah, you smash, boom, right into the ground. You are prone, but you are not dead, which is nice.
Not dead yet.
Not dead
Not
yet.
dead.
Very cool. All right, that brings us to Spoot.
Okay, Spoot's still deafened. Spoot is going to step in front of his friends here, and he's going to yell out to everybody in the room, like, okay, let's stop. I'm like yelling at the top of my lungs, even though Grig is... Who can hear me? I mean, who can hear now? Nereus?
Nereus and Olive.
Like yelling in Nereus's ear,
no,
sorry.
Nereus can't hear, sorry. Grig, I think Grig...
Oh, Grig.
Defect.
Grig and Spoot.
And Defect.
And Defect, okay.
Olive. So I think just Spoot, Nereus, and Benjamin are there. Oh, this otter is long since run away.
Yeah.
Oh. Spoot's gonna, just yell, say, okay, I think we need to cut this out, and I'm on your side, Bird. I think you need to get out of here, and I know you want to go home, so let's try to make that happen. I'm
Make
sorry
a
you got
persuasion check.
Oh boy. You've got to be kidding me!
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I have a +9.
And
What was it?
it's a natural one.
One.
With a +9.
Oh my, it's so sad.
I'm turning off that stupid see the dice roll thing. That's the worst feature ever. It's like embarrassing.
You call out to the bird. The bird might just be a dick, and it might just be angry. It's hard to know.
Yeah.
But
Well.
but you do know that it understood you from previous insight checks. Like you know that this bird understands.
Well, if it doesn't leave this time and I ever get to cast spells again, I'm going to kill it.
Well, would you like to do anything else on your turn?
Pout. Is that a free action?
Yeah, pout's free, just like crying.
Okay. Spook might go down the next turn because I did step in front of everybody. All right, let's see what happens.
All right.
All right, that's it. I'm out. I'll see you all next week.
Wisdom saves are not rolling well tonight. All right. At the end of your turn, Spoot, it is going to attempt a recharge ability. Has no effect. Good job.
Haha.
Greg, you are prone on the ground, but you are conscious.
Well, I'm gonna get up because
Yeah.
that's the obvious choice.
Mhm.
Ow! That bird is mean. But now I do want to take a nap. Okay. I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds at third level on my best friend.
All right, do it.
Do.
All right, 14 hit
Terrible
points.
rolls. That's fine.
Those are sad rolls. Sad rolls.
Okay, that was a fun action. Someone have are we tying it up? Are you talking about sending it home? Do you know how to send it home? Can you hear me? I'm waving the immovable rod around, being like, "We should tie it to the rod. It's the immovable rod. Are we sending it home, or are we tying it up, or are we killing it? What's happening?" The end.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to attempt to recharge again. Nope, no effect. We go up to Benjamin, who is going to he's gonna arcane burst it. 3 more snowballs.
There you go.
All of them miss. He rolled another natural 1.
At least they didn't hit us.
Yet.
He rolled a natural 1, but I'm going to say it explodes on him this time. And he gets ponked for 1 damage, which is only fair. It was his spell. Well, not spell, but ability. And then he's going to make a wisdom saving throw. And succeeds! He's no longer under the effect. He's like,
Yay!
I can hear again. That's very good. How are we doing?
Horribly.
And once again, at the end of his turn, he's gonna... Nope, no recharge. All right. That brings us to Defect, who's still ragey. He's got a little bit of heal, but this thing is 50 feet
And now
in the
it's
air.
up in the air. Yep.
He does have the javelin, right?
He has a javelin. Yeah. I have to remember that Greg hasn't made a plan, so Defect is gonna, I guess, attack it.
Okay, what's
I
the
have
range
to
on the
find
javelin?
There it is. The range is 30/120.
Okay, so the attack is at disadvantage, which means, because it's 50 feet away, which means that a 19 just hits.
Yay!
Because it is a very large hummingbird, so it's very lithe and slender, like a hummingbird, but still hits.
But large.
Huge, actually. It is so big. So big.
So big.
And the javelin returns at the end of his turn or after the attack?
Oh, is it a returning javelin? It's been so long.
Or is it a regular javelin? I forget if you... Because I know you used to have...
It returns to your hand immediately after the attack.
Right, let me check what my list is. Defect's javelin.
Okay, great. Yeah, he can throw it again.
Great. Then he'll bill.
Yeah, do it.
Pew pew. Roll.
21 will still hit for another 10.
There you go. Boom.
Yeah.
I don't think it wants to go home. I think it just needs to go down. Defect is no longer feeling charitable.
All right. Nereus.
Nereus is just gonna back the hell up. 5, 10. Kind of over near the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I can't do shit. So I'm just gonna make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Finally! Jesus Christ!
Natural
Ironically.
20.
Ironically, everyone now but the cleric has passed their wisdom save.
All
let's
your
see if I can
your
survive.
spells and hearing and movement return. Congratulations, Nereus. Good job.
Let's see
Kill
if I
it.
can survive till next round.
It is now the wedding birds, or the solitary bird. Turn. It is going to look directly at Defect, and I need Defect to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 6.
All right. Defect loses all connection to any other people. He no longer views anyone as a friend or an ally, and he will not give or accept aid to any of you.
Oh shit.
He is also now a solitary bird.
As you see, like, the black orbs of the eyes of this bird have like spun in inky spirals, and like just the light glinting has created like a swirling vortex of like desolation or not desolation, but like isolation and solitude, and it has and Defect has succumbed to that glare. And so Defect does not care about any of you anymore. Has no connection to your group.
Great.
And that is its turn.
Does that mean he's out of the contract now?
Who's to say? Olive, it is your turn. You're prone on the ground from falling.
I'm going to stand up
Yeah, do it.
because I feel silly lying on the ground.
Yeah.
And how high up is this bird?
50 feet.
All right, I'm going to drop a tidal wave on it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It's up to 30 feet long and up to 10 feet wide or 10 feet tall, but it does not have to be on the ground. So
Yeah.
it's nothing originating on the ground.
The range is
So,
60 feet, right?
Range of 120 feet.
Okay, yeah. So you generate this fucking tidal wave in midair and attempt to swap over this creature.
This is
A
great.
dexterity saving throw.
It succeeds on the dex save, but it'll take half damage.
Sure will.
All right.
So it takes.
Oh no, it's
It
you already
rolled with
the
the
damage.
spell.
27.
Already
Oh,
rolled
it
it.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Never mind. Sorry.
Yep. So it will
There's
instead
another button
take
on the thing.
16 damage? No. No.
13.
13, thank you.
13. The water then spreads out across the ground in all directions, extinguishing all flames within 30 feet of it.
Yeah.
Does it make it dark in the corner?
So you conjure it like above this thing to make sure that the water hits it. It's very lithe and mobile, so it like spins out of the way of most of it. Luckily, no one is like directly underneath it, so it just splashes to the ground, and everybody there gets their boots wet. Spoot is very cold water. It's very nice.
The best thing that's happened today.
You could use rinse.
At the end of your turn, Olive,
Yeah.
it is going to use its legendary action to use Feather Strike.
That didn't go well last time, did it?
Well, Feather Strike is different. It's going to cost it all 3 of its legendary actions to do this. And I need... I'm going to say it is... Yeah. I think all of you just got it wet, and I think, Nereus, you are also very mean to it. Actually, Benjamin's been mean to it. It's going to target Olive and Benjamin.
I've been mean. All I've done is wind.
I know, but it's a bird, and it couldn't fly. I didn't like that.
Flying creature.
But Benjamin...
That is pretty insulting to a bird.
But Benjamin has heard it more, and Benjamin is like definitely
Another
Go-
annoying to it. And is also a bird, and it doesn't like that either. So he's gonna feather strike the two of you. I need Olive and Benjamin to make dexterity saving throws.
I could be better at these.
I feel your
11.
pain. Okay. Both of you fail. You both take 18 force damage. As two little feathers like target in on you both and just like rocket down and like smack into the two of you.
Honestly,
Wow.
that could have gone a lot worse. So that wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it rolled pretty low. It rolled a lot of twos. Cool. Next up, we got Spoot.
Oh man, Spoot would like to use his special ability that allows him to take his end of his turn at the beginning of his turn and start over his turn.
Unfortunately,
And roll his save.
unfortunately, that's only once per never, and
Fair enough. I think it might be wise to. I should have been doing this whole time because I can do nothing else to at least like use my action to drink a health potion.
Yeah.
I think now is the time to crack open the nice, confidently made health potion that I have.
Ooh.
yeah, do it.
Oh, is
That-
it?
So the competently made one, that's one I had you mark out, right?
Yeah, that's one I created.
Yeah.
Correct.
That is actually a greater health potion.
Oh, question though. Expensive getting weird about tracking stuff. Everything that happens today is.
It's
Or are
just
we
wacky.
counting-
I mean, this is
Yeah.
a non-canonical adventure, so use whatever.
That's
you
what I thought. Okay, might as well use it then.
Oh.
All right, I would like to use that. What should I roll for the greater? I've forgotten. It's not 2d.
4d4 plus 4.
44 plus 4. Amazing.
Yeah, man. Grig, you are on deck. Follow
12. I rolled 2 1s. Oh my god.
All right. Well, you get 12 hit points back. That's great. Anything for your bonus action?
I don't think I have any
Or
non-spell
action?
related bonus actions. I can emerge from my shell.
Oh, great. Well,
You want to see what happens when I come further out? It's terrifying.
that sounds
I'll do my wisdoms. I'll do
Yeah.
my wisdom save.
All right,
now,
wisdom
please.
save at the end of your turn.
And I say a little prayer to Farlane before I do it. Hey!
Hey, dirty 20 does it. You regain your hearing, your ability to cast spells, and your movement speed. The entire party is now immune to the effects of the humming drum, as it is called.
Spoot is wise
Yeah.
enough not to
Awesome.
antagonize this creature until he has a chance, but he's gonna narrow his gaze on it.
Okay, we go then to Grig.
Great. That would just be silly. But I really want to do it, but I'm not going to.
Do it!
Um,
This is the episode for silly.
Yeah.
You're
want me to
fighting a
throw a
giant
pot of
fucking
bugs?
hummingbird, so you know.
I know. I don't need to throw a pot of bugs at it.
Yeah!
No, okay.
Use the catapult
maybe-
spell.
Maybe it's hungry.
Maybe. Hummingbirds don't eat bugs,
Doubt
but
it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, this one's a
it's
big
really
bird.
High, and I'm really bad at throwing. Let's be honest.
Throw it to defense.
So, actually, yeah, this is what I think I would do. All right, I'm gonna tie a rope to. No. Grig, like half a second, pulls rope out, looks at the immovable rod, and just shrugs, gives up, puts it away, and gonna cast.
It was a good idea. It
It was a good idea, and now we're past this. I am going to. Give me 1 second. Okay. Well. Yeah, this feels right. I'm just gonna cast Shatter up next to it.
All right. What is the save on Shatter?
I'm gonna upcast it to level 3.
Okay.
The DC is 17 on save.
It does succeed on the saving throw,
That's fine. So half of 18 is 9.
so it takes 9 damage.
And
Flying thunder damage.
I guess
Very
that's
nice.
it. Yeah.
All right, cool. We go to Benjamin. Benjamin, who can now cast spells, is going to look at this creature, and what you see surrounding the creature, a big, like, yellow sphere of gas kind of encompasses the area. And it's like hidden inside that cloud.
I love the big moment. He gets his spells
Noxious-looking
back
cloud.
and he hides better.
Well, like, no, he cast it around the solitary bird.
Oh, I see.
So, like, up in the air, this like this yellow cloud, just like that looks like noxious, gross sulfur cloud, just kind of encompasses the entirety of the bird.
Wait, can we see the bird or no?
No, it is heavily obscured, so you can't see it at the moment.
Okay.
It is Defect's turn. And Nereus, you're on
Defect
deck.
thinks nobody has. He has no friends.
Has no friends.
Yeah.
Not even this bird.
No,
Defect's gonna just keep attacking the bird, I guess. There's no attachment to anyone
Well, I
around
think I
it.
was gonna finish the fight, but now I can't see the bird, so I can't do my spell.
Oh, gosh.
Benjamin doesn't know your ability and cast his most, what he felt was his best option. A 12, unfortunately, will miss the bird.
Great. Defect does it again because it comes back.
And 11 will also miss the bird.
Defect is really pissed.
Nereus,
Throws a glare off at
it
Penguin's
is
face.
your turn.
Or direction.
Nereus is just gonna curse under his breath.
Make an Arcana check for me, Nereus, if you do so. Because this spell is kind of in your
23.
Yeah. So you know that this spell is the Stinking Cloud spell. And it can be dispersed by a heavy wind.
There's no wind in the room anymore, right?
Not unless you summon it. Actually, a moderate wind will disperse the cloud after 4 rounds, and a strong wind will disperse it after 1 round.
How about a tidal wave?
That doesn't help.
You also know that it's most like it hurts a creature when they breathe in the air in that area, so it probably won't stay in that area. So
Do I know if it's flammable?
It is not flammable. It's just kind of noxious.
Damn.
But
Okay.
with a 23, you would know that you could that creature's definitely going to want to leave that area. So you could ready a spell to shoot off when it becomes visible.
But that ruins the fun of my surprise.
I mean, it wouldn't know it's there. It can't see you.
Sure, shit, why not? Nereus is just gonna kind of step closer, a little bit within view. I'm going to use Font Manipulator.
Okay.
It changed its script.
Yes. It is now in Algerian.
Okay. Yeah. Fancy footwork. Love it.
You use Comic Sans to.
Oh gosh.
And I'm gonna prepare a spell.
Okay. I won't make you tell me the spell. I will make you tell me how many of your sorcery points you're using for it.
I was just looking for it, just to verify.
All of them.
It's a 6th level.
I'm all in.
All right. So you spend 6 sorcery points to hold this spell to cast when it becomes visible.
Yes.
All right, great. It is now the creature's turn.
Great.
So it must make a saving throw. It will succeed.
Bill.
But it doesn't want to be here.
Maybe.
So it's going to fly out, becoming visible about there. And it flies
bird.
down. So go ahead, Nereus. Your held action triggers.
So Nereus is his short hair is gonna kind of start turning into snakes, and his eyes are gonna turn into cat eyes, and he's gonna cast Flesh to Stone.
Oh shit! Okay.
Oh dear.
DC 20 con save.
Okay.
That's a pretty good one even for most monsters. Dang, that's tough. Don't piss off Nereus, noted.
Okay. So it rolled a 15 and a 24, and because of its magical resistance, it succeeds.
Oh.
Damn it.
You know, I really debated taking
None of
Heightened
us have
spell too.
banishment.
What's up?
Boot's the only
None
one
of
with
us have
banishment. I don't have it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I decided
That's
to
a god thing.
I decided to prepare create water instead.
So helpful.
Hey, you don't know.
No,
what
it's
might
left over
happen
from last
afterwards.
time. Yeah, there might be fires everywhere.
So as this bird like dive bombs out, it makes a beeline for Benjamin.
Not the penguin, man.
Yeah.
Actually, this is kind of fitting. They should just fight it out.
Okay. And as it does so, it kind of like stops and like a hover, kind of like 10 feet above the air, and it emits that feather burst yet again. So I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Jeez.
I mean, it doesn't matter what defect and I roll. Really? I guess I will roll anyway. Based on how much damage I did.
I should have been using all those actions where I couldn't cast spells to drink every health potion I had.
Oh, Greg, you succeed!
But I doubt it's gonna be
Yeah, it's
less damage,
probably
even
not.
the half.
Yeah, this is a very damaging ability.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Greg,
We didn't take a break. It's never mind.
You did succeed, but everybody takes, except for Greg, who would take half of this, but it doesn't matter. Takes
500 damage.
67 force damage.
Oh, that was so
Lord.
close.
67.
If I had not
Olive's down.
had at least that one health potion, this would have been awful.
So defect is still raging, but now his con save DC is a 15.
Great.
Olive's down.
Con save.
Nereus is down.
Natural 1.
Defect falls down as well.
Yeah.
What is going on?
As does Benjamin. So Spoot, you see everybody around you fall.
Can we talk about this bird? Are you...
Olive.
Oh, I get to bounce back up.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
right, because you are a half orc and have half
I
orc.
get back up again.
That's right.
I get back up again.
Good call. You do not go unconscious. You have a hit point. And you sturdy yourself up, and you lock eyes with Spoot and this bird.
Let's finish this off.
It looks hurt, but it's.
Why can't I scroll?
The bird looks hurt or Olive? Because I believe both.
Both are true.
Both birds.
Okay, here's what I need to know.
Here we go.
And Olive, you've seen Spoot like talking to it in like regular speech. And you've been able to tell through your interactions with it that it has intelligence. It just doesn't seem to like anybody or its situation.
Uh-huh.
So if you could convince it of something or do something to show that you are on its side, it might fuck off. You've
I
figured
tried
this
to
kind of
dance
stuff
with it already.
out. You get
It's a
to
solitary bird.
It is called you
Rubber.
know that it is called a solitary bird, and you get the sense that it's not in like an amorous mood.
Amorous mood. I like the word amorous.
If only it were an amorous bird.
If only.
Indeed.
But I'm out of wild shape forms anyway. I need to take a nap.
Yes.
Cool. It's not my turn, is it?
It is your turn.
Oh, I go. All right, I go after the bird.
Yes.
Wait.
In theory, I could make a weapon attack, but I don't think I'm going to do that. In theory, when I fall down and I get back up again, I get to make a weapon attack.
Right, it's out of range, so.
I have a sling.
Okay.
Blink.
Twang. Well, a 19's gonna hit. A 19 will just hit it. Go ahead, roll your sling damage.
Oh my god, is this enough to piss it off?
5.
All right, 5 damage.
And now it's my turn.
Yep.
And now it's my turn, and I can do something for real.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I'm gonna cast Aura of Vitality.
Very cool.
And I'm gonna give myself the first round of hit points because I need them.
All right. So you are concentrating on
I
that.
keep forgetting how good that spell is, because in theory you could bring everybody up, couldn't you?
I could, if I get enough turns before I lose my concentration.
Okay. That brings us to Spoot. Your friends are mostly unconscious around you. The bird is funny. Those feathers are still in the air around you, so it's like difficult terrain. But they're not damaging anybody anymore.
I'm so torn here. I don't know if I should like save everybody for them to just go down again.
I would like
or
Spoot to make a wisdom check for me in this moment.
okay, wisdom check.
Because you've observed the behavior of this creature for quite a while now.
Hey, he's a vindictive little bitch.
Basically.
And he doesn't like to dance.
That's what we've learned.
17. He doesn't like to
Cool.
dance.
So with a
Yeah.
17, it is a dick. It doesn't seem to like anybody or anything.
I mean, I get the name now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the name. You don't necessarily think that it's like desiring to like wipe people out because it's murderous. It's more that it is viewing you all as obstacles for it to get home. So if you could like offer it a lift home or just get it out of the building, maybe it would.
All right.
It might like that.
Is there an
Or-
outside this building?
There's a big door down the way.
All right, listen, Big Bird.
Didn't it come in that door?
No, it came in one of these little side doors. It like
Side
zoomed
door.
in.
Okay.
Busted through the wall. Spoot like stands up like bloodied, looking like Rocky from at the end of every Rocky movie. Okay, listen. I get it. You were upset. I would be too. I want to get you home. This is enough. I hopefully you've made your point with the penguin guy, who, by the way, we're not friends with. What can we do to help get you home? The only thing I know is I can try banishing you to your home plane, if that's the fastest way out of here.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh boy. Okay, thank God. It's
Ooh.
about time.
A 27. When you say I can banish you home, The bird's head turns, and one inky black eye stares at you intently. Seemed to have caused attention when you said that.
Are you giving me consent? Does it take an action?
It's not the end of your turn yet, unless you want it to be.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm gonna try. I was gonna try to do this anyway, but I'm glad that I've talked to. Here we go. Cast banishment. Fourth. Let's see if upcasting does anything other than increase time.
No, it doesn't.
I think it just allows me to banish another thing. I could banish the penguin for fun.
Uh,
All right, we're gonna cast
Fuck you
banishment.
for
on
bringing it here.
Exactly. You go home now.
Well, if you remember, he didn't bring it here.
Oh, sorry, for bringing us here.
Okay. There.
So you say that you're going to
DC.
cast banishment on it. The creature is intrigued, and your persuasion enough was it believes you.
Do it. And then I cast fireball. I'm just kidding.
So, in this moment, you follow your word, Spoot, and cast banishment on this creature. And it watches you as you cast the spell, and lets the spell overtake it.
Yay!
And chooses not to succeed on the banishment spell. And
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, you can choose
it
that.
disappears from the area. And
Ooh.
goes whoosh, disappearing back to the Fey realm from whence it came. Grig, please roll me a private death save if you'd be so kind.
This is the first for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's no way anyone's dying yet.
Okay. I'll roll one for Benjamin. Please roll me one for defect as well, Grig.
Is it /G roll?
/GR. And Nereus as well, please. Nereus, what do you view in this moment of unconsciousness?
Lots of feathers.
You're seeing birds. going around your
So
head.
you are just covered by all these rainbow feathers. They're swarming over you in this fugue unconscious state, and they stuff themselves into your mouth, and you and wake up coughing on the ground. You are back to consciousness with 1 hit point on a natural 20.
Yay!
We go then to Olive.
Well, with my bonus action, I'm going to send Grig to 9 hit
Wake
points.
up now.
All right.
Yay!
Grig
Uh,
awakens with a bonus action.
Won't you take me to wake up
And I still have an
town?
action. Do I have any useful actions? I don't think I have any useful actions.
If you have any
Oh.
other healing spells, you could heal.
Yeah, I suppose I could heal some more people.
Yeah, Benjamin and Defect are both down.
Unfortunately, the other healing spell I have is Healing Word. It's also a bonus action.
Oh no!
All right. Well,
So, no, I can't. Yeah.
okay. That brings us to
And-
Spoot.
Spoot. Yeah, I'm gonna cast something to get everybody up.
It's just Defect and Benjamin that are still down.
Yeah, but everybody is low on hit points.
Yes.
That's true. Do we let Pinchlin
I am almost.
dream?
I am a little short of 1%.
A little short of 1%?
Yeah. No, I have 119. I'm at 1 hit point, so I'm not even 1%.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
I will be casting Mass Cure Wounds on everyone.
Yay!
Everybody gets those glorious hit points. Go for it, Spoot.
Let me do that. 16 healing damage.
Yay. Everybody gets 16 healing points. You include Benjamin in that, I assume?
Nope. Let him die. I'm just kidding. Yeah, let me see how many people I can include. I just want to see if I can include myself or not.
I think it's up to 6, right?
Up to 6, yeah, correct. So that does cover everybody. Good.
So yeah, that covers
6.
everybody.
Boom.
So, with that, everybody is out of danger, and we can return to a non-battle scenario.
Spook might look at.
Get your drop.
I still get 8 more vitality hits.
Yeah, you can distribute that however you would like to.
Listen.
I have 8 more, and so Nereus, Defect,
Oh my gosh.
Spoot,
Yay.
me. Have I? Oh, geez. I just now scrolled down to see what I was doing.
What does the blue mean? Oh, you got
A max and
natural
a
one
min.
and a. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
So I have 4 more.
4 more,
Sorry,
yeah.
I have to keep scrolling up to where I can see the thing.
All right, next we just get in a line and we circle back to the.
Yeah, so Olive
Nereus,
pops you all out.
Spoot, Defect.
Cool. Olive distributes all these hit points. Benjamin. What happened? Oh, are you all okay? Oh, jeez.
I mean, I didn't die this time.
We're all okay, but that was
I think I
close.
deserve a pocket dimension full of pillows and gold coins.
Well, that sounds nice.
I've been to that pocket dimension, the one full of pillows. It was kind of annoying.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my, you're all in quite a state. Not much time before the... He takes out like a little pocket watch thing. Not much time before the... What? Oh, before the cocktail hour. The cocktail hour! It's in this room! Oh my! And he looks down and he sees like the big pool of water from the tidal wave. And like...
Our blood.
blood. All this, oh, I need to get this cleaned up immediately. And he summons a water elemental and sets the water elemental to scrubbing the floor and like washing away all the blood and cleaning it.
Won't
I
this
think-
just suit the theme of chaos and order? Like, come on.
Well, it's about image, and the guests are not. It's a complicated thing. Let's get you all cleaned up real quick. I'll have some healing drops sent to your green room right away.
Oh,
Do you have a
thank
green
you.
room? Does it have pillows?
Is
Yes.
it actually green?
It could be.
I thought that's
need
what
to
you
make a-
meant when
we need-
you said it was a green room, that it was
We need-
green.
We need to make a writer next time we get hired.
What?
So he shows you to this room that has lovely lime green walls, and
Awesome.
You know,
Oof.
pink and blue pillows. It's very psychedelic.
Yes.
A yellow couch. It's super
Oh, just-
artsy.
Wait, I take psychic damage injury.
Does Olive still have that mushroom liquor? No, I gave it to somebody, didn't I?
I think Adis has it.
I think about to say.
You are all healed back up to full by various magical and medicinal means.
Yay!
And essentially, you get a quick short rest in here, and you can clean yourselves up. And there's a little shower that has like a single bar of soap in it, and it's Prestidigitosoap. So you pretty much
Yes.
just like wash yourself with it, and it like makes you appear sparkly clean.
I just pressed a
Yay!
digitation myself.
That works too. Afterwards, Benjamin reappears, also seemingly refreshed and fully capable. I can't tell you how sorry I am with that. Allow me to explain what happened. So Twiddlefucks acquired the wedding bird as it was asleep.
That wasn't a wedding bird.
Correct, but we thought it was. You see, wedding birds and solitary birds look identical except for their eyes. Wedding birds have bright, brilliant golden eyes, and solitary birds have deep black eyes. Apparently,
This bird didn't want to dance.
indeed not. Twiddlefucks apparently, delivered it while it was asleep, so we had no way of knowing. And we had...
Seems like a
kept it in
dangerous
a
mistake
cage.
Is
to
this
make.
an assassination attempt?
Oh, I can't I can't imagine the matron of honor would want to assassinate anyone at the wedding.
I like the
I mean,
Grig's
but
first
what
reaction
if
is like, "This is a
they-
political coup."
What if they? I mean, but what if like it's this chaos and order marrying it? I feel like there's got to be
Well,
some
no,
sort
well,
of like
Twiddlefucks
that.
Your
is
staff
the
seems to be
bride's best
quite
friend.
incompetent.
Well, Twiddlefucks is
yeah.
not a
Be very
member of
good
my
at
staff.
it.
Twiddlefucks is
my
part of is a
brother
member
would
of the wedding
definitely
party.
assassinate me.
I see. Well, they don't seem to be very competent.
Oh, she is, but she's an emissary of the Goblin Court from the Fey realm, so.
Sorry, there are goblins in the Fey realm.
Well, yeah, of course. That's where goblins come
I'm
from.
a goblin.
Yes, I know.
Wait, I'm
Twiddlefucks
from
is
the
different.
Fey realm.
Well, probably if you go back far enough in your lineage, probably.
Just started a new
What?
side quest, like it popped up in the top of our menu.
I mean, it's not true on every material realm, but in a lot of them it is.
What?
You'd have to research your own familial lines to figure that out for yourself. But it's quite
Yeah,
common.
you can ask your dad.
It's quite common for goblins to have some sort of ancestral origin in the Fey realm, much like elves do, or gnomes, for that matter. But anyway, I'm so glad that you're all doing well. We've got you a change of clothes, something a little more fancy and appropriate for the evening.
What kind of change of clothes?
Oh, don't worry, I have stuff. I pull out my cloak.
He
all my
produces
gold rings.
like fancy
The mask.
dresses and suits in a wide variety of fashions for you to kind of take your pick on, whether you want to wear a flowy dress or like tuxedo or any other kind of like fancy garb.
Is there a top hat?
There's like 8.
Are there tails?
They're
Perfect.
100%.
Putting on a top hat.
There's like coats with tails, and there's also coats made out of tails. So you take your pick.
Defect is going
it's
to
very
take
fashion.
a tuxedo coat and rip the arms off.
Yes, he is.
No sleep.
Like he puts it on, and then he like does that thing where he
Sleeves are
like
bullshit.
loads his muscles, and it goes, and the sleeves just pop
Yeah.
off.
Pop right off. So he's got tails, but no sleeves.
Wonderful. Well, now that you're all
I'll
changed,
just look for a coat made of tails and put that on.
yep. There's a whole coat made out of the tails of squirrels, and so you can put that on.
Ooh, fluffy.
Yeah, it's quite. And they're all dyed in like.
Is there a
this-
matching hat?
It's not made of squirrel, the hat, but there is the squirrel tails are dyed like vermilion, and there is a kind of reddy, pinky top hat if you want that.
I suppose. Good enough.
It
Close enough.
is like velvet, so it's got kind of a similar texture, but it's just not fur. It does match like the flavor and scheme, though. So
Nothing else I'm wearing does,
You all.
for the record.
That's great.
I am otherwise wearing
You
brown.
all dress however you would like, your fancy garb. And Pedro says, please feel free to join the cocktail hour. It's the least we can do. I've already cleaned up the hall, and the wedding venue itself is cleaned. Feel free to mingle among the guests. And please help yourself to a few beverages. But remember, you will be performing after the ceremony. I've got to figure out what to do with Snow Bird. You don't have any big flashy things that you are capable of doing.
Be a bird.
Well, we
As
have
a-
someone that could turn into one if you want a little.
Oh,
Give me a bird.
that's
fake
right.
display.
You turned into one. Do you think would you be able to turn into that brilliant hummingbird creature that you were at the culmination of the ceremony? Oh, fantastic! Oh, you're saving my life. Thank you so much. And he waddles over and like grasps your hands in his flippers and shakes your hand. Thank you so much. He's very like effusive about his thanks. So kind.
Sure.
Please help yourself to some beverages. Right this way. And he leads you down, and you see there is a throng of people now milling about, having a good time in this area. Just kind of chilling, hanging out, having a good time at a wedding. You do, as you all look around, you do notice a few unique individuals who take up a lot of like not necessarily floor space, but a lot of like attention just by their uniqueness. There's a lot of humanoids of various kinds here. You swear you see like a few fiendish entities and a few angelic entities, and a lot of like tieflings and humanoids with like glowing eyes or like copper hair, a few like dragon type of individuals, either like perhaps polymorphed dragons or dragons that have changed their size. There's a lot of like extraplanar entities going on here. The otter waiters are like swirling around with all the drinks that people have asked for, and you hear you see a few individuals that are notoriously visible. One of them is a massive, like 12-foot tall, green-skinned, platinum-winged solar, which is like an angelic entity. Spoot looks very similar to another angelic entity you have had interactions with. And he's got like big gargantuan like muscles. He's like like a pro wrestler like size muscles, but like a really skinny waist. Like carved out of like green marble. And he's in a tight fitting pink tuxedo.
Sure.
That you see a winged goblin, female goblin with a tiara and a long flowing dress that seems to be made out of some kind of high quality leather. It's like form fitting, and she's got wings, so she's like fluttering in the air, and the dress like falls to the ground and like flows behind her on the ground.
Just to be clear, goblin is in like looks like me goblin.
Pretty much, yeah. Except
is this Jungle Fox? Because I'm going there.
A little more angular in features, like longer, sharper, pointier ears, sharper fangs,
and not reddish skin.
Yeah, it's more of like a greeny blue skin, but decidedly goblinoid.
Great.
You see a group of individuals who are like clustered together and not moving, and kind of not really talking to anyone, but like observing everything. One of them is like a cube with little spindly legs. One of them is like a pyramid with little spindly legs. One of them is like an 8-sided
octagon.
Yeah, but only the 3D version of that, an 8-sided polyhedral.
A D8, come on.
Yes, a hedron. Thank you. That was it. A hedron with little spindly legs, and one of them appears to look almost like a starfish. Almost, it's got like 5 pieces of its body that are like out, but it's the same kind of metal structure, metal composite as all the others. They all look like little, for lack of a term, little robot shapes that are very like geometric in design. And they have little spindly legs and little spindly arms that are just like little rods. And they're kind of all like within a cluster. And you see a 10-foot tall, like brilliantly cherry red skinned tiefling in a very nice kind of professional suit, like very like Nero collar. Looked very dapper and happily chatting to like a group of people. And then you see a surprising figure. You see a figure that is wrapped in shiny chains. Like with the chains wrapped around this individual are hooked and barbed and just wrapped around its arms, its head. It's just got like very narrow like eye slit around its face, but it seems to be like drinking from a very tall like wine flute and having a very comfortable chat with the big tall Solar, the angelic figure.
Do we see what kind of a creature it is under the chains, or is it completely covered?
It seems to be humanoid in shape. Go ahead, make a religion check, Olive.
I hate these things.
7.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a human covered in chains for some reason, but they're all shiny. Like they've been polished up.
Cool.
Spoot, you can go ahead and make a religion check as you notice this individual too.
I am not doing so hot tonight. I'm also trying to remember what was the thing you described earlier, and what have I
solar.
seen?
The solar.
Solar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it
The
It's
solar.
green,
yes.
yeah, the green marble thing.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
looks
Trying to
like it's
remember
carved from green marble. It is like green skin, and when I say carved from marble, I don't mean it looks like earthen. It's just like that ideal body type kind of carved from marble, you know, like David or whatever.
Hey, wind wizard.
Yeah.
I think your mic is hot.
So those are the like 5 individuals that seem to be really kind of like stand out here.
I'm trying to remember when the last time I saw something that resembled a solar.
So you would recognize that the body type is similar to the silver-skinned woman that you see in your visions.
No.
Yeah.
She looks like a pro wrestler.
No, she is much more lithe and like classically feminine, but still like
I'm sorry.
perfectly formed. She's got muscle tone too, but like
Well,
perfectly formed. But like the wings, the like odd skin and eye and hair pigmentation.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so I totally like bombed trying to religion check the thing from whatever you're
the
trying to
chain
describe.
the chain thing, like it, you're pretty sure it's some kind of fiend.
Yeah, are you trying to describe it? Is it a chilipite? Is that what they call the things from?
What, the chain thing?
From yeah.
It's a chain devil.
Okay. I feel like my other character would get that more. I'm kind of curious about talking to the solar. Asking this question.
Yeah. As you kind of begin, everyone go ahead, just make a general investigation check as you like smooze your way through the crowd. See what kind
Passive or
Yeah,
passive or
I mean,
you can
I
use
am
your passive,
beelining
or
it
you
to
can
the
make
top.
an active as you want. See what,
my passive is a 16. I'm going to keep that.
All right.
Active. And I'm
I'm
gonna use
on
my.
level.
I'm gonna use my
I
thing.
just want to beeline to the goblin lady.
I'm gonna use my thing so I can add my wisdom to that. I don't
Cool.
remember.
Yeah, you get more on an active than you do a passive, but it's okay.
I
But I have a
definitely.
passive of 16 and I only get a +1 to my rolls, so
I mean, I only get a
16.
+1 and I got a 17.
Yeah. So Nereus, you pick up 2 things that are very interesting. You pick up that the precise divine, the divine entity that reigns in Mechanus, which is where the groom is from, finds the wedding of one of its subordinates to a chaotic entity to be very distasteful. However, there are no actual laws forbidding it, so the precise divine has been forced to acquiesce to the wedding. You also pick up that group of like geometric robo people has been identified as a group and is called the Collective, and it's suspected that they are here to represent the precise divine and to be on watch for any reason for the divine to interfere and stop the wedding.
Interesting.
Yeah. You also get that the general vibe is nobody from Limbo seems to give a shit about Punkestra's wedding. Like, some of the guests are like from Limbo, and like they care because they like Punkestra, but they don't care in like a political sort of way. But they do think that maybe this place needs to be livened up a little bit. Seems to be the vibe that you get.
I could liven things up if I had some spells back.
Yeah, well, hey, here we are.
I still could get real live.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got lots of fun things to do.
So, Greg, you're beelining it for this goblin.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
All right, you beeline it for this goblin. She's drinking like what looks to be like straight whiskey, but like a pint of it.
My kind of
Please stole
girl.
my heart.
Yeah. And she's kind of fluttering there, and she like takes a swig and looks down and says, "Ah, another goblin. What court are you from?"
The court of. Oh, now I have to remember my history. Frick.
You're not from the You're not from the Goblin Court in the Fey Realm. I know that. I would know you.
Oh no, my brain is just falling apart. I want to refer to the ancient Goblin King that I have written down in my journal.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, as
Drew's the High King of Tunk Tunk.
Okay. Ah, never heard of it.
Dang it.
I mean, I never heard of you. So there.
I like you.
That's good. So, how come you have wings?
Because I'm
That
a
a
royal emissary of the Fey Goblin Court. Duh.
That's cool. So that's a Fey thing. Ah, I wish Tunk Tunk got wings.
Well, it's not all Fey Goblin. It's just I'm cool.
Yes. That seems to be true. So is this your wedding, or are you the one who found the bird?
Oh no, I totally found the bird. I'm Twigglefucks. I'm the matron of honor, and I got that wedding bird for my good pal Punkestra. We're old party buddies. We used to hit the scene all the time. She can fucking drink. She's such a good time gal. Always ready for a party, a caper, an adventure. I'm just worried that this Gyro guy he's a nice guy, but I think he's a bit of a stick in the mud and gonna drag her down.
That happens sometimes. Yes, we have a stick in the mud who used to drag us down, but we've gotten rid of him, so.
Okay, for a second I thought it was me.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do. And but I love Punkestra. If this is what she wants, then I'm gonna support her and I'm gonna be happy for her. But I'm gonna miss our party times because I know that this guy's gonna change that. And I like change, but I hate change. What?
No, that's fair. I don't want to share my friends with other people. Do you really think that that'll change? That Punkestra will still make time, right?
Well, she is an immortal entity, so I hope so.
Yeah, that would happen. That makes sense.
Yeah. And she takes a big swig of whiskey. Meanwhile, Spoot, where are you heading off to?
The bathroom.
Okay. You find the bathroom. Hope everything.
What is it?
For you.
Is there a towel man in the bathroom?
There's actually an air elemental.
Now I need to know. Ah, I see.
Oh.
There's an air elemental and a fire elemental. They stand next to each other when you're done washing your hands, and they just both blow on you at the same time.
Perfect. Spoot never comes out of the bathroom.
It's like he found the jet in the hot tub, everybody.
Yes.
What is a 16 investigation check? Give me.
So as you're kind of walking around, you get the sense you learn that big green guy, the Solar, that's the best man at the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
he's talking to that guy wrapped up in chains.
Very curious.
Who you learn
now
is the officiant of the wedding.
Oh, of course he would be. I think Spoot's just a little out of his element here, and there's too much happening, so he's just happy to observe as much as he can. A lot of cool stuff going on, but I'm not very good at the talking. I pretty much nearly failed a persuasion check to a bird earlier, so I'm not going to try to I'm not going to try to talk to celestials. I think I've decided.
All right,
Olive,
where are you going?
I was a bird.
You're doing the classic.
I was a bird, and I failed my
thing with
persuasion
reason.
check on the bird. So.
It's true.
Well,
but
what was that classic? What?
But
thing?
Spoot, you did save the day. Olive, where are you going off to?
Olive is going to attempt to get out of the line of sight of Miss Twigglefucks.
Okay,
Or
she's not
whoever
even
the-
paying attention to
Yeah.
you.
Great. I'm going to get out of the line of sight. I'm going to... How much of a dick do I want to be? I'm going to cast Heat Metal on one of the constructs.
What?
Oh,
Are you going
God.
to start the political coup? Is that what's happening?
Like, out of line of... I think... I do need to be able to see it.
You
but
need to be able to see it, so...
I need to be able to see it. Okay, I'm just going to get out of line of sight and I'll turn back into the big bird.
So you turn back into the bird?
You know,
Yeah,
you can wait
correct.
until, like...
Okay.
I've got 6 hours of being a bird.
Okay. So you turn into... So you turn into this bird, and instead of waiting to reveal the wedding bird at the end of the ceremony, you're going to reveal the wedding bird now. I just want to make sure I understand what you're doing.
No, I thought we. No, I'm not. I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm moving
Yes.
out of line of sight so people can't see me.
So to clarify, this is cocktail hour, which happens before the ceremony,
I see.
and then at the culmination
Olive
of
is
the
just going
ceremony.
to sit quietly in the corner and talk to nobody.
Okay,
I think we
great.
do need to find the penguin guy to find out when our next cues are, though.
Yeah. So far, you have after the ceremony. Nereus, where are you going off to?
I'm gonna go look at that 10-foot tall tiefling,
Cool.
who is almost 5 feet taller than Nereus.
Yeah, you stride up to him, and he's having a jovial time talking to a few people. He sees you approach. He's like, "Oh, hello. I don't think I know you. My name's Junior. How you doing?"
You are very tall, Junior.
You should see my parents.
Oh, that must... I know I'm not that tall, but you're very tall.
Oh, you're a cute little thing.
Oh, well, thank you.
What's your name? I'm sorry?
I'm Nereus.
Well, nice to meet you, Nereus. Welcome to the wedding. It's always nice when an ex invites you to their wedding. It's very nice. Are you one of their exes?
No, I was invited.
Wonderful. Well, it's sure to be a good time. Yeah, Punkester and I, we used to date, you see, but we called it off a long time ago, and we're just good friends now. But it's a wedding, it's a party, and you never know who's going to show up. And he winks at you.
Oh, well, it's rare, at least in my experience, for someone to have ended on such good terms, to be invited to the next wedding.
Well, I mean, it was a few centuries ago, so it's perfectly fine. Time has helped, I'm sure. But why don't you stick with me, and I'll tell my secrets to you. How about that?
I do like secrets.
I've got quite a few I could share with you.
Oh, I bet. I also have quite a few stories myself. Probably not as interesting, but
Well,
for me being a bit more short-lived, it might be...
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
That sounds like a deal.
Ooh, I like a man who makes a good deal. And
Is that like breaking my neck looking up?
Yeah, he is like leaning over, like he's like getting closer and closer to your face as you're like looking farther and farther back. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session of Nuuli Forged, at this lovely cocktail hour that you have all engaged in and found some form of interest in.
Are you my mommy?
Mom?
Only one way to know.
Why don't you dance, Mom?
Dad
Dad doesn't rock and
good
roll
job,
either.
everyone. You're getting back in the groove of these characters. We'll come back to the end of this one shot next week.
Oh,
So I guess it'll be a 2-shot, technically.
we gotta get paid.
Yeah, you got to get paid. There's a wedding to finish, and surely the wedding will go smoothly from this point out. You've already fought a big fancy bird.
Yeah, what else could happen?
We're just waiting for our cue. It's
Shut
fine.
up,
It's not
Mike.
like this guy's incompetent.
Yeah, and
It's just a big bird.
it certainly seems like Greg has engaged in conversation with an interesting individual, and Nereus has garnered attention of another individual.
Right, which may or may not lead us to be joining a faction that is opposed to all the things and cause a little bit of excitement. I know where I'm going with this.
Listen,
Are we starting a coup?
Amber.
I just want to be clear. Are
No
we starting a coup?
I'm just.
Amber, you don't like Nereus going and talking to the chaotic side?
I mean, I'm also talking to the chaotic side. So.
So let me
When
go
Spook
get.
gets out of the bathroom, he's going to sort all this out.
Spook's never
Good
coming
thing
out of
it
that
wasn't
bathroom. He found that hot jet, and he's sticking to it.
Good thing.
And I will say, you died a lot less when Adis was around.
Absolutely.
Well, our enemies didn't hit us for 63 points of damage back then
That's
either.
Also
True.
No.
Yes,
You know,
you were fighting the
Good.
one legendary solitary bird of the Feywild. So.
Oh my god.
Also, who died a lot less?
No, I'm
Greg.
talking about Greg.
Greg specifically died less
Yes.
Fair.
for some reason.
All of us, except for Kirley, died a lot.
Well, good job, everyone.
Right.
I hope you had
Right,
fun
yeah.
with this little wedding adventure.
Can I just gently warm the celestial constructs? Like, not enough to cause damage, but just enough to, like, confuse them.
I would just.
We can come back to that. We'll come
I
back
would
to that
just
next
leave
week.
those specific entities alone.
Right. They're
You
pretty
did notice
sinister.
that pretty much no one was approaching that group of entities. They were giving them a wide berth.
All right, fair.
I
can't
see.
decide if we want this wedding to happen or not. That's Greg's dilemma right now.
I'm just ready to go. What day of the week is it, by the way?
It's akin to a Wednesday.
Oh, it would have been nice if it was Saturday night.
That's all right for fighting.
Just going to keep dropping like Misfit song names as much as possible.
I know.
I'm glad you know any of them because I'm never gonna get any.
Well,
I looked them up, to be honest. There's only like 2 that I knew from like memory.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta ask. You gotta ask Mother. That's
Had I killed the bird, I might have said "Die, my darling." I'm just kidding.
Oh, I like Die Die My Darling. That's a good one. Anyway, thank you all for joining us this evening. Thank you, players. It's so good to have you all back. And next week we'll have Mike as well. So Defects
Woot.
can join in at the
Get in
wedding.
on the shenanigans.
I hope you've all had fun doing this. Next week we will be back for part 2 of what I'm calling Warm Wishes. Because, why not? It's a wedding. Thank you, Ives Got It, for being a great moderator. Thank you to Bad Bool for Hacks for sticking around and having a good time with us. Thank you, NYC Zom. Thank you, everyone who's popped in and watched us today, lurked, gave us a shot. This was our first episode back with these characters in since June, I believe, and some of us have been gone for a few months. So thank you very much for coming back and showing us some support. We'll wrap this up next week, and then after that, we'll get back to our main campaign and the adventures therein. So let's go around, say our goodbyes, plug anything you would care to plug, and I will figure out who we will raid this evening. Let's start at the bottom of the ladder with the beautiful, the wonderful, the talented, the Spoot.
Sorry, Spook cannot be reached right now.
Sorry, your food is in another castle.
These elementals are just like.
And I am sorry, we didn't take a break this evening. We just were in the middle of battle and things were going hot, and I'm sorry.
That's right. I got up to be dramatic, and then when I got up, I was like, I do actually have to go to the bathroom. So, but no. Anyway, I've been Matt playing Spoot yet again. We live, and so Spoot has this much less shame than usual. So,
wonderful. Well, thank you very much. Next up on the rung of the ladder, we have Nereus.
Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you next week. where. God only knows what will unfurl.
It's true. I told you I was going to give you guys what you wanted, and did you have it?
Oh God!
Wait, which one of us said? Wait, what?
I know,
Who said
what?
this?
What do
What
we
was
want?
this that we wanted?
What did
I
we
don't
want? and
like
when did we
magically
want it?
What did we want?
Who asked for
Challenge!
magically resistant
Challenge!
creatures?
Which one of the
Not
party
me.
members has been talking to the DM in private?
I'm giving you a chance to show your stuff. You defeated an adversary without killing it by just banishing it away home. It was a good job.
We've only done that twice. Ever.
Yeah, and it worked.
Thank God.
Good job. Next up the run, we have Olive.
Oh, hey, that's me. I'm Sarah. I've been Olive. I don't really remember how to be Olive, but we're working on it. We're Nuuli Forged. We're on a whole bunch of social media type things, including many I've lost track of by now. We're on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Threads and the shitter thing and whatever else you want to call.
Wait, did you say we're now? It's X now, isn't it? We have to say X.
Yeah, I've been told that you pronounce that as an SH, so it's now.
I am with you. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on a bunch of things, and you can follow us and like us and all those things and all those places, and tell your friends because we're silly.
Exhibit A.
Yeah.
Gestures to everything.
Exhibit this. Next up, we got Greg.
Hello, I'm Greg, played by Amber. It feels good to be Greg again. That's my plug. Feels good to get in touch with your inner Greg. I encourage all of you to do so in your own time.
Craig admittedly has had a tremendous amount of growth, so
Nope, party
Sorry.
animal.
sorry.
Wonderful. And I am Jared. I have been your humble dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged, back on our bullshit. We're going to do a raid over to Dork Tales tonight. They're playing some D&D over that way. So thank you all for joining us. We'll be back next week on the 20th with the second half of Warm Wishes, where we will just do weird shit, because that'll be fun. In the meantime, be safe, be kind to one another, have a good night. Thank you all very much, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Goodbye, everyone.
Woot.
Bye.
Bye.